He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it from Frazier.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Mckay touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
It's football time in Alabama. We are at Milton Frank Stadium here in Huntsville, Alabama. Tonight, a big Class 7A Region 4 matchup between the Sparkman Senators and the Grissom Tigers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tommy Wood along with Coach Rick Rhodes as we get set for another night of high school football here in the state of Alabama. And, Coach, it's region race time early in the year, but, again, these games are so important.
Well, they really are. And once you get into region play, everything is double down. Everything matters. Two explosive teams here and some real talented quarterbacks.
You know, they say football is a game of numbers. We've got some quarterbacks with some incredible numbers as we take a look at our players of the game to watch, Coach.
Well, there you see Nicholas Sawyer. Let's get those numbers out of the way real quick. 3.67 GPA and a 4.42 40 time. A very explosive guy can beat you with his arm and his legs.
On the other side, you got a great quarterback at Grissom. He also has some college looks as well.
Well, he really does. Ohio, Middle Tennessee, and UNA. And he's probably a pretty good student, too, because Harvard has come knocking. Classic drop-back passer. He can make all the throws. He's a good one.
Looking for a great game from those two young men as they lead their teams tonight here in this matchup of Class 7A Region 4. And, Coach, in a game like this, you've always got to have some keys to the ball game. Let's talk about the Plimpton Construction keys to this game.
Well, if you look, the potential for big plays is really big on both sides of the ball. Sparkman gets a lot of big plays from their quarterback. Sawyer can beat you, as I said, with his arm and his legs. Got to be able to take care of that. They've got to limit those for Grissom. For Grissom, I think pass protection is a real key. If they give Foss time to throw, he's going to hurt Sparkman because he can make all the throws.
It's going to be a fun matchup tonight here at Milton Frank Stadium. Again, a Class 7A Region 4 matchup. Grissom taking on Sparkman right here on the AHSAA TV Game of the Week.
While you're at home with family for the next few weeks, don't put off scheduling home repairs. Call Ox Foundation for a free estimate. With more time at home, you tend to notice things you haven't in the past. Mold and moisture in your basement or crawl space, uneven driveways, stair-step cracks in your exterior brick, uneven floors and doors. If your home is showing weakness, it's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Stay strong, Alabama.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central of Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the Football Super 7 and Basketball, Baseball, and Softball Championships.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
Milton Frank Stadium here in Huntsville, getting set for tonight's game. Once again, between Grissom and Sparkman. And, Coach, you look at this game, and quite a rivalry between these two schools.
Well, they've met 21 times previously. Sparkman leads the series 15-6. They won 45-6 last year. But I think Grissom's a much improved team, and I think we're going to have a very exciting game tonight.
Coach there at Sparkman, Karan White, 18th season as a head coach, winning 80% of his games. 4th season at Sparkman, he's 20-15 there. 14 seasons before that at Tanner, went 148-30. A lot of success with the Tanner Rattlers.
With 2 state championships, might add, and that 20-15 is really the best record percentage-wise in Sparkman history. There you get a look at Coach Chip English. Tommy?
4th season there, and 11-21 at Grissom, trying to get the program turned around there.
Well, he didn't inherit a warm bed, I tell you. They had been down for a long time prior to his coming there, and he has injected some new life into the Tiger program.
So he will try to lead his team tonight into this region race, try to get a big region win here over at the Sparkman Senators. Referees for tonight's game, you got Mac Russell. He is the white hat tonight. The umpire, Clint Williams. Head linesman, Russell Sisk. Line judge, James Morrison. The back judge is Charles Jose. Also the side judge, Rodney Houston. And the field judge tonight, Jason Elan. As we get things set up here at Milton Frank Stadium, Grissom going to kick it off. Ricardo Zimmerman to put the toe to the leather to open us up here on this Thursday night. Clemson look is very evident there, Coach.
You know, over the years they've bounced back and forth from the Cleveland Browns to Clemson. I think probably Clemson is a little more in vogue these days for some reason, Tommy.
Yeah, a little more successful. Zimmerman will get us underway. Taken inside the 5-yard line, out to the 15, 17. Good coverage down there by Grissom. Making the stop is going to be Bailey.
Yeah, great job by Bailey. He flew down that left hash mark and really pinned Sparkman back deep in their own territory.
So this guy right here, Nicholas Sawyer, the Army commit, we're going to see him at quarterback. Don't be surprised if they slide him out to a wing back as well. He may play some wide receiver. He is just an incredible athlete, Coach. And you look at this with the speed, 4.42 in the 40.
And I tell you look at some of his highlights, and you can see how dangerous he is if he can break the pocket. And that's one of the keys to this game. Grissom's got to keep him in the pocket, make him be a pocket passer. Can't let him use those legs.
So on first down, he will give it up the middle and gain of a couple. I believe that's going to be Shaw on the carry there, as he will pick up. Check that as 23, and that's going to be Lucas, or McClendon rather. Got a couple of 23s. We'll try to keep up with those duplicate numbers tonight. But
I think that was J. Dean Gore Powers who was right there and met that ball right in the hole and held it to just a 2-yard gain.
Actually, 3 number 3s, and that may have been Parker on the carry there. And you're going to see the quarterback draw right here, and Grissom's ready for it. He saw that one and really knifing his way in there, making a good play as Moffitt leading the way for the Tigers.
Well, it's going to be tough going running the football now. There's 8 orange shirts within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and there's only 5 blockers, and you don't have to be a mathematician to figure that one out.
So third down and about 10 yards to go after the loss.
Right there at Jesse Moffitt, 6'3", 210, pretty good looking linebacker.
Filled the gap that time. 3 wideouts go to the far left, and a whistle will stop play. And like he has an equipment issue, had one of the players to check out and bring him off, so the sub comes into the ball game now for Grissom. 3rd and 10. Quick hitch on the outside. Catch is going to be made. Trying to bounce it to the corner, but going to be tracked down. Good stop out there by Smith as he will pull in Rozier.
Yeah, this is the little hitch screen to the outside. Looked like Grissom had it very well defended, but good speed out there by Rozier. Thought he was going to get the first down for a minute, but a nice shoestring tackle right there by Smith to hold him a little bit short.
Set up 4th down, but looks like a flag on the play. Try to get the indication from our head official here.
The hold's up there? Okay.
And we'll hear from Mr. Russell.
Decline?
Well, I heard hold and decline. So.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is decline. 4th down.
It's going to bring up 4th down. And Sparkman Lines up over the football. And it looks as if they're lining up in offensive formation, so they've not sold back to be punting here on 4th down. And switching back, that's Schomburg. He'll drop back, gets a low snap, gets it, and shank it. It will come to the near side. Does get a decent roll. Now it's going to roll back. Sparkman's going to down it, but great field position to start for the Grissom Tigers.
Very impressive first series for the Grissom defense. Really swarmed the ball well and didn't give Sparkman much at all.
So here come the Tigers. Jacob Foss, the outstanding quarterback, a senior, 6'3", 195. And, Coach, we talked about in the pregame, this guy can make all the throws.
Really anxious to see him in action. We've seen a little bit of film and talked to some people. They say that he can do just what you said, Tommy, make all the throws, a real live arm, and it'll be fun to watch him go.
Hood, the running back there with him. 1st down and 10, just about the 47-yard line, we'll call it. See there, a couple of wide outs to the top of the screen, one to the near. A pistol formation. He'll go to Hood. Hood is met there. Fights forward for a couple of yards. Didn't look like he was going to get that, but somehow squirmed his way through there. And he will pick up positive yardage. Sets up 2nd down, about 8.
Yeah, it's good, tough running. You can see he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to make a nice little jump cut, a little spin move, and pick up about 3 yards.
And if he keeps his balance, he comes out the other side of that pile and rips off a big gain there on the first offensive snap. 2nd and 8. Daquan Hood, the running back. A couple of split outs either way for Foss. Straight back, receiver falls down. He's going to have to throw it away. That time pressure's starting to get to him. He was looking out for Hood. He had been tripped up when he found his way through the line.
Yeah, I wanted to try to run a little high-low with a dig combination over the middle. That was covered and just went to check down to his receiver. But as you said, Tommy, the feet came out. And pretty tough to catch the ball when you're laying on your backside.
Grissom comes in 1-1. Region opener here tonight.
Yeah, set a school record last time out with those 57 points they put on Lee of Huntsville.
Blitz coming. Foss steps back, rolls to the right, and gets away from it. In trouble. Going to throw it deep, and nobody home. So Sparkman with a good defensive stop there on 3 consecutive plays. Going to set up 4th down now.
Yeah, good pressure. The linebacker right up the middle of the chute. Nose guard is turned loose as the center works to that linebacker, and Foss is flushed and nowhere to go with it.
Jordan Atkins made his way through there, 6'3", 350. Kind of hard to miss when he's coming at you.
And he looks 6'3", 350. That is a nose guard, folks.
Perfect size for a nose guard in a game like this. As he had good pressure right up the middle, coming right at the quarterback and flushed him out to the right side. And now 4th down and about 8. Back deep, that's Foley for Sparkman.
And he can go. He's already been offered by Culver Stockton University.
Running time for Zimmerman. And 1 man shy, so late addition there to the offensive front. 4th and long here. Good snap back there to him. He'll try to keep it away, and it's going to hit, bounce inside the 15-yard line, and down it right there. 1st and 10 at the 14. So again, Sparkman opens up this series backed up inside their 20-yard line as they open up this 2nd possession of the game.
Well, we talked about all the offensive firepower, but so far we've seen really 2 3-and-outs and 2 very good defenses go at it.
I think they read our press releases and felt like the defense was getting slighted a little bit. They've made some good plays here early.
Yeah, I think they had them up on the bulletin board and said, okay, we'll see.
So defense playing well here early. Just underway, 2nd possession now for the Senators. Going to look at that hitch out there again. Catch is going to be made, trying to get outside, made it to the 17-yard line. It's Rozier again on the catch.
Well, on those quick screens to the outside from a defensive standpoint, you always want to have a +1 advantage. That time there were multiple orange shirts out there, and a good job of finding the little hole right there, the seam, to pick up what he was able to by Rozier.
And in both plays, Coach, why don't you talk about this after this play? The inside, the outside linebacker plays the inside and forces him to the boundary and gets some help over there as they'll try to run here on second down, pick up a couple more. But I think the outside linebacker coming over and really sealing off the inside helps a lot on that.
Yeah, it really does. And the safety hit the alley really hard too, inside out. Now, the thing that we need to watch for is see if the old screen and go is in the playbook. If those safeties keep filling hard, we could see the fake screen and that ball go over the top.
Third down here. Sparkman will try to avoid the consecutive 3 and outs. We'll call it third and about 4.5. Back to the run, and plenty of running room across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. That is a good run off the left side. That's going to be Justin Parker on the carry, and that's good for an Amherst first down.
Well, Grissom is going to bring pressure, but a really key block right there by number 74 for Sparkman, Jordan Brown, 6'3", 295-pound junior guard. He picked up a blitzing linebacker, sparked a huge hole to pick up that big first down.
First down and 10. They'll fake the run and then rolling out. Finds his man, can't hang on. Oh my goodness. He could not pull it in. Reedus was open, and he could have taken that to the house or at least close to it and just could not hold on. Good pass, but just couldn't catch the ball.
Well, you saw a little bit there of the athleticism of Nicholas Sawyer and why he's so coveted by Army. I'm sure they can see him running that triple option attack right now. And just a nice job getting on the edge, put the ball right where you want it, but just unfortunately for Sparkman couldn't bring it in, and brings up this long yardage situation.
So second down and 10, back to the run. Parker left side, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and he's going to crash forward. And with the spot, that's going to be another America's first down.
And again, running right over the left side of that offensive line. You can see this is a little guard pull right here. Nice kick out block that time by the right guard, number 54, Terrence Young. 6'2", 260-pound junior.
So first and 10 as they found some success over on that left side. Now they fake it, come back. This time coverage is downfield. Nothing for him to do. In trouble, and finally going to get rid of it. He'll throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be
a grounding because he did not get past the line of scrimmage. This time good pressure coming right at him. Johnson contained him and then just stuck with him.
Well, this is a great job, first of all, by number 52 for Grissom, Kenneth Long, who would not be juked.
From the 29 going back.
So we'll see the spot.
Got intentional grounding on the offense. Second down.
So going to make it second.
There's the young man we were talking about right there. Kenneth Long forced Sawyer really deep. Gave his teammates plenty of time to get there and force the throw, which of course was not legal.
So now you're looking back inside the 25-yard line, needing to get across midfield for the first down. Rolling to the left is Sawyer. Got some trouble there. Escapes, comes back. This is where he's dangerous. Bouncing it outside, but a good open field tackle at the 30-yard line. Bailey again with the stop as he tracks him down.
Yeah, you can see why Bailey is coveted by Missouri State among other people, but this shows you the escapability of Sawyer. I really thought that there's no way he was going to get out of there, but nice move, slips right through that crease. But this is how you tackle right there, folks.
Great job by Bailey in the open field to bring him down. It's going to set up third down, close to 25 yards to go to keep this drive alive for the Senators. Again, 3 wideouts to the top of the screen. Rolling left, and dangerous pass, going to be caught near the 40-yard line. Nowhere near the first down. Pulling it in that time is going to be Rozier. Seems to be the favorite target here early.
Again, a nice job by the Grissom defense of not letting Sawyer get on that edge and use that speed to create offense, force him to lose ground, run to the sideline, and just couldn't get anything on the ball.
John Rice going to punt the football away for the Senators. Back deep, it is Johnson, the senior wide out to return. Side again, going to be a short punt. Will it get a roll? It does. Inside the 25, inside the 20. Good roll for the Senators all the way down to the 16-yard line, and that's where Grissom will start, first down and 10. Got 5:51 left here in the first period. Football continues in a moment. Sparkman and Grissom on the HSAA TV Game of the Week.
Things a little bumpy in your driveway? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune in to WOTM every Thursday night at 7 for the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week. WOTM, available to every cable TV provider in the state. If WOTM is not currently a part of your provider's lineup, call and request that they add WOTM. Thursday, September 17th, the Shades Valley Mounties travel to Mountain Brook to take on the Spartans live on WOTM. WOTM, also your exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. They'll go with a bunch set to the far left, and Foss will bring them up here. Try to get something going out of this Tiger offense. So far, both defenses playing well, and that continues on this play in the backfield. Lost back to the 11-yard line, crashing his way in there. Number 10, Karan White. Of course, that is LaRon White's son, and he is headed to play some football at Appalachian State as he leads the Sparkman Chargers there.
Nice charge by Tyler Vickery as well, the senior 190-pound linebacker. There you get a look at young Mr. White.
So second down and about 12 now. As we said, both defenses have played really well here in this first period. Foss fakes the run, throws the slant, catch is made. Trying to break a tackle, now loses the football. There's a mass, there it is, and it looks like it's picked up. Sparkman's going to come out of there with it. Recovering the football is going to be Ransaw as he finds a way. The pass was complete to Johnson. Good tackle in the open field. They jar the ball loose, and Sparkman gets on top.
Yeah, just a double slant move right there, but a nice job. I didn't see the number, but you're going to see right here, I think, you're going to see a great job of stripping the ball out. I think it was number 13 again.
Vickery,
I think it was Vickery again that makes the hit and separates the ball from ours. Watch him go for that ball, knock it loose.
It scoots out from under the folks there, and there to pounce on it is going to be Ransaw. So now Sparkman's got great field position here, opening up this drive at the 18. First down and 10. Sawyer in the backfield with Parker. Sawyer rolls right, throws it, and a little too tall. Looking in the flats there, trying to find Foley. A little bit too tall for him. Going to set up second down and 10.
Yeah, ran a little flood route, and I tell you, when you're on the run now, it's sometimes you forget to load up that backside, and you just try to wind up and throw it, and that ball's going to sail. And that's exactly what happened that time.
I'll tell you what, this guy's, I just keep thinking of him in the Army triple option offense and how much fun that's going to be.
Well, I tell you what, that 4.42 speed I think is legit from the films I saw. He can motor. Grissom's done a good job so far of keeping him in check, but we'll see.
Here on second down, he'll go to the run. Parker will pick up a couple. And set up a third down and about 8.
Yeah, nice slanting, penetrating move by Dietrich Jones. Knifed through there and made that tackle from the back door. And just held that play to nothing. I tell you, Grissom is giving Sparkman a lot of different looks defensively. They've been in some bare 5-man front. They've played some 3-3, and they've also played a little bit of four-man front, so they're giving a lot of looks.
Sparkman finds their way into the T-Spa red zone. They'll run the delay handoff left side. Parker trying to get to the corner. He'll fight his way down to the 10. Got a flag, comes in. But again, T-Spa red zone. That is the Salon Professional Academy in Huntsville. Phone number 256-721-6772. Personal foul, the call. And that's going to be first down for the Senators. I didn't catch the personal foul there, but the flag came in very quickly.
Ran the outside zone that last play, and a really nice job by number 62, Sean Sellers, the left
Late
tackle.
hit, defense. First down.
So our referee, Mr. Mac Russell, says late hit on the defense. That will make it first down and goal. Right inside the 5-yard line. The Senators trying to get into the end zone.
I'm going to be a bit surprised to see him run behind that big left guard. Jordan Brown, all 6'3", 295 of him.
Officials moved it back just outside the 5, so make sure they have the correct yardage. But yeah, Jordan Brown is a good first period. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that guy right there, Matthews, 6'5", 380. Quarterback keeper all the way, comes around the right corner, cuts it back in. He's going to walk into the end zone. That's the way you follow your blocks, and that's the way to find the end zone. Sawyer in for 6 for the Senators.
It's a masterful job now of stretching the defense. You see those orange shirts running laterally, and Sawyer just finds his crease, plants that upfield foot, starts running north and south vertically. Made it look easy, and the Senators are on the board.
4:02 left here in the first period, and a good block out there by Parker paves the way. An extra point coming up. Schomburg will be the holder. And it's going to be Thrasher. Looks like to try to kick it through. Good hold. And it's up and good. So 7-0. Senators, they're 1-2 on the year, trying to even up their record here tonight. They take an early 7-0 lead. Back with more on HSA TV in just a moment.
WOTM, your new home.
Well,
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central of Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Your health is everything. It is your wealth. Your family's wealth. Being and staying healthy is the only security you can give to yourself and loved ones, your family. With a multifaceted approach to health and wellness, our family will assist and guide you in that quest. Live responsibly. Join our family. Call and make your appointment today.
Kickoff return, trying the right side, out to about the 25-yard line. That's Johnson on the return. We'll see if Grissom can get something cooking here.
and we'll see maybe if the Tigers don't try to air it out this series and get that momentum back with an orange shirt.
Sparkman take advantage of that last turnover.
Look at Foss, who's been relatively quiet, I'd say, so far.
We may see him go to the air a little bit more here to open up this drive here in the closing moments of the first period. Foss again, 6'3", 195. Got the Trevor Lawrence hair going for him. Strong hair game. As he will hit the backfield. He and Howard back there. This time Foss rolls out, got pressure. Now going to have to tuck it under, get what he can. He's got some green grass over on the far side. He'll pick up 8. Maybe gotten snuck past the chain there. Depends on the spot, but showing some speed there and picks up the first down.
Yeah, he did. He showed good awareness. You can see Jaleel Birdsong comes clean off of that right defensive side. But Foss picks him up and lays him down pretty good and picks up a first down.
So some wheels there to pick up the 1st and 10. It's the first down for the Tigers here tonight. Howard and Foss in the backfield. They will go to Howard. He's wrapped up, but then somehow escapes from White. He'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. It was not an easy task, as Mark Howard able to get loose from White just to get back to the line.
Yeah, and the Sparkman defensive front is causing Grissom all kind of problems. I think more times than not, there's been a white jersey in the backfield on virtually every snap from offense, and it's going to be very difficult for Grissom to move the ball if they can't stop that.
Second down, about 10 now. It's time. Foss is back, steps up. Throw and behind the receiver, hits the ground, incomplete. He was looking that time for Stogner, and he had some pressure right here, Coach, and you see he steps up in the pocket, and the pocket was waiting on him.
Yeah, he gets popped pretty good there at the end. Try to hit a deep dig route over the middle. That's a pretty tough ball to throw when you're on the run like that. And so far, Sparkman has been able to disrupt the offensive rhythm of Grissom pretty well. We've yet really to see him plant his feet and be able to drive the ball downfield.
Third down and about 10. Three-man rush, steps up, down the middle he goes. Catch is going to be made and into Sparkman territory. That is going to be Johnson on the reception, and he'll pick up the Amherst first down.
Well, you got to look at why Foss is being recruited right here. This is a great job of stepping up into the throw and putting that ball right on the money with some zip on it.
Well delivered pass right there. Johnson able to haul it in. Back-to-back first downs for the Tigers.
And probably the most important point there is he had plenty of time to throw. He was able to step up unencumbered and deliver the ball, and that's really the key for this Grissom offense.
5 men at the line of scrimmage, all of them coming. They go to Howard. Howard able to escape through a couple of them. He'll fight his way down to about the 41-yard line. You're seeing 5, and I believe linebacker came as well, Coach. So they brought 6 and only 5 blockers.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tommy. And we're seeing a lot of this bear front, which is all 5 offensive linemen covered and either 1, 2, or sometimes 3 linebackers behind. And good job that time by Howard of negotiating that unblocked linebacker.
This time they'll show the 4-3 on the defensive side. They'll play coverage this time. Flip it out here. The catch is going to be made. Double pass, looking long. Got his man all alone. The catch is going to be made and into the end zone. Stogner on the reception. A little double pass by the Tigers. And how do you do?
Well, just very well conceived and very well executed. Broke out of the backfield into a no-back set, threw the quick screen outside. I think everybody thought that it was going to be a conventional sprint. You see the white shirts running up to the ball, crossing route deep, no safeties behind. Easy pickings and a nice throw and catch, and a big touchdown for the Grissom Tigers. Nice catch and route by John Adling Stogner.
So Nelson gets the touchdown pass there, and the extra point is up and good, and we are knotted up at 7 here with 1:48 left in the first. Tie ball game. We said there would be some offensive fireworks. Took them a while to get it started, but here we go. Sparkman and Grissom. More coming up next.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
I'm Alan Parnell, the Parnell Insurance Agency. For 28 years, we've provided our clients in Alabama and Georgia with home, automobile, life, business insurance, and surety bonds. Our Oxford personal line staff is Michelle, Christy, Elisa, and Ty. Our Oxford administrative staff is Alan, Amber, Carrie, and Ty. We invite you to come to one of our offices in Oxford, Alabama or Tallapoosa, Georgia, and discuss your insurance needs with one of our insurance professionals.
Tie ball game up at 7 with 1:48 left in the first period. So Grissom answers. And here's Sparkman's chance again, out to the 15-20. Trying to weave his way into the traffic there and out to the 29-yard line. It's going to be Foley on the return. So first down and 10 for the Senators.
Tommy, I think you may have already mentioned this, but pretty nice little throw there by Reed Dexter to nice touch pass for that last score.
It really was. I called 19 out. It was actually number 11, Reed Dexter. He is a senior, and you know, you've got a tendency in that play to hurry things or to kind of rush and make a bad throw. That was right where it had to be.
No, you're exactly right. And boy, it was set up beautifully. I mean, I think everybody in the ballpark thought screen, let's get to the ball. I know I did, and just really a well-conceived and well-executed play.
Sparkman on the attack, not a lot on the left side there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pinching and moving by by both fronts. That time, Kenneth Long from his left end position knifed inside a little slant move and was able to split the blockers and made a nice play in the backfield.
Gonna bring up second down and long. Again, Nicholas Sawyer, the quarterback there, joined in the backfield by Parker. Got some size up front to run behind. That right tackle, Demetrius Matthews, 6'5", 380, only a junior. Back now rolling to the near side. In trouble, gonna have to step out of bounds. Good coverage downfield, and they'll force Sawyer just to step out of bounds, and now third and long for Sparkman.
And a good job again by the Grissom defense of converging on Sawyer, forcing him to run east and west to the sidelines and not split the defense, and again held it to a very, very minimal gain.
Look at Caleb Hunt there. So third down, about 9. Couple of split outs go to the left side. And Sawyer gonna roll left, looking. Dumps it all short, it's incomplete. Good coverage out there. He was looking for Rozier once again. But Bovenkamp was right there with him. Smith also in the picture as well.
Yeah, just really nowhere to go with the football. Just again, great defensive recognition by the Grissom Tigers, and just nowhere to go with the football.
There's John Rice, the junior punter, 6'1", 165. He'll punt the football away. Elijah Johnson is back deep for the Tigers. Rice takes the high snap. Puts it up there. Johnson, fair catch called for and made at about the 41-yard line. Tie ball game here at Milton Frank Stadium, and here's what you missed if you're just joining us. Early on, quick hitch on the outside. A fumble created there. Sparkman recovers the fumble. And then it's the quarterback keeper, good blocking, paving the way, and into the end zone. Those are outstanding quarterback Nicholas Sawyer. Then on the other end, the double pass. Dexter looking long. He will find Stogner. We are all knotted up at 7 apiece. Grissom football, and they will
That's going to
go
be
with
5.
a hard snap count.
It's going to be 5 free ones.
Snap, encroachment on the defense.
Is it time,
Still
Tommy,
first
for
down.
the how many plays in the history of football have ever started before the ball has been snapped? 0.
That's the number, and that has not changed
that,
since we've been doing this.
No, I don't think it's been. I don't think it's ever going to change.
You know?
I think that our defensive brethren would kind of get that.
Kind of start to figure out your question.
Let's move on movement, not on what we see.
First down and 5 now. So Foss will go to Howard. He tripped up. A little miscommunication there between the quarterback and on the exchange between he and Howard, and they kind of trip each other up and just nowhere to run, because again, those Sparkman defenders are in the backfield at the snap of the football.
We're seeing
They're really getting penetration.
Yeah, I mean that time Clemens came in from the left side and Birdsong came off the right edge. Both of them unblocked, met in the backfield, and really just nowhere to go.
They'll try to get off one final play before the end of the first period, and they hurry to do that. Quick handoff left side, not a whole lot of room, but maybe out to about the 48-yard line. That's good, tough running by Cam Hunt. But that is the end of the first period. We are tied up 7 apiece here in this Class 7A Region 4 showdown. AHSA TV continues, presented by Ox Foundations.
Students learn sportsmanship from us, our coaches, the administration of the school, the parents. That's how we learn sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the greatest tools that we can give our student athletes. It's respecting the game you're playing. It's respecting your opponent, respecting the field of play. That's what good sportsmanship is, and enjoying the game while you're playing.
Good look at Jacob Foss there. Playing quarterback for the Tigers. He did not throw the touchdown pass. He let one of his wideouts do that, but nonetheless tied up. And you've seen the glimpses of this this quarterback, Coach. He can make that throw. The one across the middle, to me, was the best pass he's thrown on.
Yeah, he's got a good live arm, and I mean, that ball flies out with authority. But again, the key is going to be giving him time to throw and keeping those white shirts from penetrating, which they have done on a regular basis so far tonight.
Big third down play coming up here, 3rd down and 2. As, again, trying to keep the football. You know, you talk about things that are going on here tonight and things going on throughout the Athletic Association. If you want to be in the know, you need to check out AHSAA Weekly, hosted by John Holder, Wednesday nights at 6:30. We'll have interviews with some folks around the Athletic Association, tell you exactly what's going on in the AHSAA. Don't miss it every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. Big 3rd down and 2 here. As Foss will look to the side. And I think very important down here for Grissom. They want to keep that football. Try to mount together a drive here. We'll go to Howard, and 2nd and 3rd effort's going to get it. He was hitting the backfield, but Howard able to fall forward to about the 49-yard line, and that's good for another first down.
Does a nice job of slipping the initial tackle and gets north and south. And you can see right here, he's going to be hitting the backfield, but a little slip step right there. And that ball does draw a crowd, doesn't it, Tommy?
Did they say he was short? I'm sitting here, and it looks like they marked him short. Looked like he had gotten past the down marker, and they mark him shy of midfield. Looked like he had reached across there, but that's going to set up a big 4th down right here.
About a foot, huh?
As they're looking across, and I believe they're trying to get a measurement just to see. And we'll bring the chains in.
I think they can, but it's pretty clear. I mean, that ball is short of the line, and the sticks are right on the line. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think if you go back and look at it, if you had the old instant replay and look at the spot, it looked like he had reached across that midfield stripe. At least it did from my view. But nevertheless, they will mark him shy of the 50-yard line. So let's see. Maybe the knee hit before I had a chance to see the entire thing, but officials do an incredible job spotting that football. That's something I wouldn't want the responsibility for, and he's going to be shy by about that much.
I think Coach White was giving him an earful about why we need to measure. You can see the yard line and you can see the ball. It's definitely short, but we measured and the ball is shorter than the yard line.
That's right.
Son of a gun.
Fourth down and less than a yard. You saw it there. Let's see if Grissom, do you roll the dice here at midfield?
You know, my rule of thumb was always if it was less than a yard, unless the field position was just ridiculous, we're going to go for it. And 50-yard line, you need 6 inches. You ought to be able to get it.
Well, and you got to show your offense you got confidence in them.
Absolutely.
I think as a coach, you've got to say, hey, I really feel like man on man we can get the length of a football. Foss will fall across midfield, and they've got it.
Pretty good push.
Yeah, very good push by those guys up front. So credit those offensive linemen.
They got foot to foot and just kind of wedged forward and got enough to pick up that first down.
Another look at it right here. Low man wins as he will get across that midfield stripe. Coach English happy with that. It's
Good
first
job.
down and 10.
Good job by Foss of following those blockers and finding that little crease to work through.
This time Foss will go back to Howard. He's hitting the backfield. He'll fight to get back to midfield, but he's going to lose about a half yard. Good pressure again. Vickery leading the way for Sparkman as they are once again in the backfield.
Yeah, we've tried to we've called his name a lot tonight. He's been all over the field for the Senators. That time Grissom tried to do a little G pull but didn't block back and left a gap open, and Vickery was quick to take advantage of it and made the play for negligible gain.
And if you're watching this at home and you're looking at that defensive front, you see that Sparkman is really mixing it up. They may bring 5 with a linebacker coming. This time they're showing a 4-man front. Linebackers cheating up just a little bit and see if they bring one of those. This time they'll just play coverage, so they drop back. Rolling out to the near side is Foss. Got a little bit of pressure and going to throw it late. And did he make the catch? Johnson dives for it, and yes, he does pull it in.
Well,
Looks like he makes the catch. That is a great effort.
Yeah, this is a nice job on both sides. First of all, you're going to see Foss when he's flush. He gets outside. He's able to square his shoulders. But watch him. He throws the ball down and away where only one guy's got a chance to make a play. And just a great job of concentration by Elijah Johnson to go down there and get that ball and pick up that big first down.
Johnson kind of waving his arms, making sure he saw him. And great throw by Foss to put it exactly where it needed to be, setting him up first down and 10 after another Amherst first down. Mark it at about the 33-yard line.
Well, you can see the wheels turning, can't you, on both sides of the ball.
It is a chess match. I mean, when you sit here and look at it the way, you know, you've got Sparkman over there, and you know, a couple plays, they're going to bring the pressure. Next time they drop back in coverage, and they're trying to confuse Foss, and that time just rolling away and just delivered a great pass. You see the linebackers threatening. Here they come. They go to Howard left side, wrapped up, loses the football. Picked up by Sparkman, lost again, then kicked and picked up one more time. And now to the 40, inside to about the 35-yard line, and then slung out of bounds. A flag's going to come in. Sparkman with a huge break. Howard's going to get that penalty over on the far sideline. And now Sparkman will have great field position after all said and done on this play.
Well, Karan White is going to disrupt this play. If you look on the left of your screen, he blows right by the block of the left tackle, strips that ball loose. Play a little kick to can right there, folks. The ball's not round, and it takes funny bounces, but nice job of picking it up right there by Joseph Fortson. And Sparkman's in business. Boy, what a great play by Karan White.
Yeah, Fortson picks it up, and that's going to be Foss getting him out of bounds, and then that last little sling right there is going to cost him 15. So it should be great field position for Sparkman after they sort this one out. The officials come across, and Matt Russell will give us an explanation. Sideline warning there.
After the play, personal foul, orange.
So after that personal foul, Sparkman is in business. That will move it inside about the 20, just outside the 20-yard line. Not far away from that T-Spa Red Zone. Of course, our Red Zone sponsored tonight by the Salon Professional Academy in Huntsville. First down and 10. Left side, diving forward. Not sure if he picked up much there, but that was Parker. And will be dropped there. Brings up 2nd down and long.
Sparkman really, for the most part, has had a hard time generating offense today. Again, Grissom, like their counterparts on the Sparkman defense, have given the Senators a lot of different looks, have controlled the line of scrimmage, it's made it tough going.
Here comes the blitz. He'll go to Parker this time. He'll fight his way inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, deeper into the Salon Professional Academy red zone. We appreciate them being a part of it. Again, located in Huntsville. That phone number 256-721-6772.
And that's really where Sparkman has had their most success offensively, is running right at the heart of the Grissom defense. They've split that middle several times, and now it's got them knocking on the door again.
1st down and goal to go from about the 9-yard line. Sawyer takes a snap, going to throw the fade pattern out here. Jump ball and knocked away. That is good coverage. Out here, mano-a-mano is going to be Amari Bailey, and he's able to get up and knock that football away.
Well, you want to get some air underneath the fade route, but that one may have hung in the air a little bit too long. The key is to drop it over the outside shoulder of the receiver to where his body is between the ball and the defender. That time the ball really was a little bit in the air too long, and the result was the throw was a little bit too wide, even if it had been open.
2nd down and goal. We'll go back to the running game. This time, a little running room for Parker, and he'll fight his way down to the 1. That is good, tough running right up the middle, and as you said, Coach, that's where they're finding their success.
Yeah, that's going to be a trap play. As you look at the middle of your screen, you're going to see the right guard work across and kick out on the first defender to the left side. A nice little crease right there, and really a well-executed old-time trap play.
3rd down and goal here. Handoff diving over the top and walking in is going to be Parker, and Sparkman takes the 13-7 lead. That time just leaps over the pile and able to walk into the end zone, and Sparkman's on top.
Yeah, nice job by the Sparkman front on those last 2 plays. You can see they pretty well clear the way on that goal line play. No orange shirts are standing, and just a little jump over the pile, and nice run by that young man by Chance McClendon.
Extra point coming up for Thrasher. We'll try to give Sparkman a 14-7 lead. As they will shift over and get in their normal extra point position here. Schomburg going to put it down. And Thrasher puts it right through there. So 7:35 left until halftime. Turnovers as they lead the touchdown. Sparkman takes advantage of a big TO and a penalty to close out that play. And a few minutes later, it's over the top and 6 more for the Senators. Back with more in just a moment.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central of Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Don't just dream it. Call Family Savings Credit Union. Right now, get something you want for as low as 2.24% APR. You can even apply online or by phone. Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family.
Kickoff fielded just outside the 10-yard line, coming out to the 20, lowering his shoulder and bouncing his way out to about the 22-yard line is going to be Cam Hunt for the Grissom Tigers. Hey, more football coming up this weekend. Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Going to be a warm one. Central Phoenix City taking on Jeff Davis. They'll be squaring off at Crampton Bowl. Central Phoenix City under the coaching of Patrick Nix, as he will lead the Red Devils into that game at 11 a.m. kickoff.
Little trivia history right there. I saw the hardest hit I've ever seen in a football game in a Central Phoenix City. A guy named Don Lawson for Jeff Davis High School hit Billy Jackson, who went on to play at Alabama, Kansas City Chiefs. They hit so hard that plastic flew off both helmets. I don't mean face mask hardware, I mean plastic.
We'll hear from both those coaches coming in at halftime to kind of preview that game. Should be a dandy of a ball game Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. That defense continuing to get that penetration. Karan White with a big stop in the backfield.
And young Mr. White is having quite a night. That's 2 plays in a row he's been in the backfield.
6'2", 275, headed to Appalachian State to be a Mountaineer.
And I would say he will do just fine.
I really am impressed with how quickly he moves. I mean, out there at the defensive end, and I mean, he seems to have the strength and also the quickness as well. Quickness in there at that time, as they are in a hurry on Foss. I mean, he does not have time to set up, Coach, and they are in his face. That time, the pressure coming from number 57, Lane Mason.
Yeah, that time he tried to throw a little running back screen right there. Never could get set up. And on top of that, the running back was covered the whole time, just nowhere to go with the football.
So 3rd down, about 13. As Foss will try to get something going offensively here. Trying to move the football in 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Foss steps to the right. He's just going to have to, well, they do make the catch. I know incomplete. Looked like he was just throwing the football out of bounds. Wait. They are just in there in a hurry. The pressure is just unrelenting.
Well, you know, we said at the top of the show this was going to be one of the keys to the game. And you can see right here that Grissom is having a hard time blocking the Sparkman defense, not just physically man-on-man, but they're having a hard time with the scheme too. There's an unblocked white jersey coming clean just about every snap.
That was Vickery again coming in there and causing the problem. Water break, we'll take it and come back with more.
Students learn sportsmanship from us, our coaches, the administration of the school, the parents. That's how we learn sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the greatest tools that we can give our student athletes. It's respecting the game you're playing. It's respecting your opponent, respecting the field of play.
Punt taken, out to midfield, picking up a block and bringing it all the way down to the 33-yard line. Good return that time by Smith, as he will set up good field position here. So again, you look at Sparkman. They lead by a touchdown and have had a pretty good start here. Smith actually made that tackle a moment ago. I got that Foley was on the return. But it will be good field position except for the old yellow hanky, and we'll get a call here from our official, Mr. Mac Russell.
On the return team, 1st down.
And I think this is a real pivotal series in this game coming up right now. Momentum definitely is wearing a white jersey. I don't think Grissom wants to go down 2 scores this early in this contest. And let's see what develops.
1st down and 10. That's Sawyer back there. Roll to the left side. That speed gets into the corner, but again, coming up and making a great tackle. That's Bailey. We've seen that a couple of times. He is good in the open field.
Yeah, you know, he's only 5'9", 155 pounds, but boy, I tell you what, he hits a lot harder than this. And of course, he's been recruited by several FCS schools, excuse me. Missouri State has already offered him, and you can see why.
So he will lose a couple, makes it 2nd down and 12. Wideouts go to either side. hand it off up the middle, and short gain across the 40 to about the 42. Grissom, as you said, trying to come up with a big stop here. They're down by a touchdown. They do not want to give up any more points here before halftime.
No, and tried to run the inside zone right there, but big number 51, Khalil Saunders, 6'5", 290, who has committed to the University of Kentucky, came off that block, made the play. For a minute, I thought he was going to strip the ball loose and create a turnover.
It's a 3rd down and 8. See if that Grissom defense can come up with a stop here. They'll run it this way. Now fake it, roll back to the other side. Sawyer floating it down there in double coverage, and it's incomplete. Wanting a flag out there. Don't think you're going to get one there, as Rozier was wanting some interference against Bovenkamp. But again, that's going to pop the ball loose. And could have been early. Yeah, looks like got there a hair early.
A little corner route. Bovenkamp is definitely all over the route.
Regardless, it's going to bring up 4th down. And Sparkman's going to have to punt the football away. So again, punting formation. John Rice, as he will boot it away for the Senators.
Saw Vickery coming in to snap, I believe it was, and he brought his own snap ball with him.
So Rice try to punt this thing away. Good snap. Gets it out of there. High floating kick. Fair catch called for and made back at about the 22-yard line. Johnson's going to haul it in there. And we'll get another look at that Grissom offense with 4:08 left here in the first half. Next Thursday night, football continues. We'll be checking out a fun ball game. We've got the cross-county showdown. Mountain Brook playing host to Shades Valley. Spartans had a couple of forfeit wins, and they shut out Woodlawn 51-0 last Friday. Shades Valley, they probably had the toughest schedule around to open up the year, and they're going to square off next Thursday night from Spartan Stadium, Mountain Brook and Shades Valley.
2 old bitter rivals.
Should be a fun one there. Sparkman threatens the blitz there. Foss looks to the side. They'll reset. See if that line can pick up the pressure here. Backed up at about the 20-yard line. Dropping back. Throw on the outside and incomplete. He was looking out that time for Dexter, who had the touchdown pass a little bit earlier. That time couldn't pull that one in, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good protection that time by the Grissom front. Just ran a little speed out to the outside, but not a lot on the throw when the ball comes up a little bit short and brings up this 2nd and 10.
4:04 left. Good 2nd down play here for the Tigers. Also send 3 to the top of the screen. Think about you. Throw a couple incomplete passes, you're going to give Sparkman a chance if he gets the football back with plenty of time, but he'll complete that one. The catch is going to be made out to the 35-yard line. On the catch that time is Dexter in traffic. Well-delivered football, and Dexter with a great catch.
Yeah, this just curl-flat combination. The outside receiver runs about a 12-yard curl. Inside receiver goes to the flat. Flat defender widens. There's an alley. Ball delivered right on the money, right where you want it, right between the 1 and the 1.
When Foss has time, he delivers a great football.
Yes.
He's had to run for his life here in this first half, honestly. Try to get something going here. 1st down and 10 out at the 35-yard line. After picking up the first down, Foss will bring a man in motion to the near side. And drop back. Going to look into double coverage. There's a bump, and let's see, is there a flag? Looks like they did get the flag there, as it will fall around the 48-yard line.
Yeah, motion the outside receiver in as you see the pass interference penalty, and ran him to the corner route. The cornerback to that side and the safety are going to converge on that, and you can see that there is contact by the safety before the ball arrives. That's Adrian Reedus. Now, whether or not the ball is catchable is a little bit debatable.
That's a debate there.
But contact is made when the ball is in the air, and you're going to get that thing called more times than not.
And that will move the football out to the midfield stripe, and that picks up another Amherst first down via the penalty. So first down and 10. This time 2 receivers to the top. They'll go back to the run game, having to elude a defender in the backfield. Ball's popped loose again. It's picked up 40-yard line and being knocked out of bounds after the fumble recovery is going to be Lane Mason. He scoops it up. Howard cannot hang on to it, and a turnover back to the Senators.
Well, and you see a little bit of the frustration on the Grissom sideline. Really, it's kind of like the song, second verse, same as the first, penetration in the Grissom backfield. Ball is knocked loose. Ball is picked up. Run for additional yardage by a white-shirted defender, and Sparkman is set up again for the 3rd time tonight with great field position.
In the words of Yogi Berra, it's deja vu all over again. Looked almost identical to the play a little bit earlier. Sparkman turned into a touchdown. Handoff, Parker right side. He'll be hauled in just inside the 35-yard line. That time brought down over there by K.D. Long, sophomore.
Well, and you can see the frustration in the eyes of the boys in orange. I mean, it's tough. You get a little something going, and most of these turnovers have occurred at the tail end of pretty good football plays, and Sparkman has taken advantage of every miscue and set up yet again in great field position.
So second down at about 8. Rolling out is Sawyer. Makes a good throw and a good catch out there at about the 23-yard line for an Amherst first down. Pulling that in is Foley.
Yeah, that's the best throw of the night by Nicholas Sawyer. Has to roll to his right, and you can see he's going to put that ball right on the sideline. He's got one receiver short, one receiver deep on the sideline. They will put the ball right where Foley can handle it and pick up a big first down.
We'll mark it at about the 24-yard line. First down. Handoff right side, crashing inside the 20 to the 19 and into the T-Spa red zone. Good run that time by Parker as he will crash his way inside the 20-yard line. Again, come see the Salon Professional Academy in Huntsville, Alabama. Again, they are bringing you red zone tonight thanks to Renee Elliott and all the folks there at T-Spa.
Good blocking right at the point of attack that time by the right side of the Sparkman offensive line.
Second down and about 4. Sawyer dumping it off. Catch is made right at the sticks. Pulling that one in is going to be Wall, as he will go out of bounds right near the marker. Let's see if he gets the spot here.
Yeah, a little rollout sent Wall right to the sideline. A nice little fingertip catch to pull that thing in. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short, though.
So third down here. You would think Sparkman's probably in 2-down territory here. They'd love to get up by a couple of scores. Clock now at 1:46. Sawyer hands off left side and finding his way down to the 10-yard line. Good tough running once again. And that is Parker as he will take it forward. And that is good for another Amherst first down.
Once again, running behind the left side of that offensive line. Pretty good movement that time.
So first down and 10, just at about the 11-yard line. They'll send 2 wide outs to the right this time. Sawyer and Parker in the backfield. Sawyer going to roll right, throw it back into the end zone, fight for it, and incomplete. He was looking down there for Reedus, but again, the coverage by Hunt was right in his hip pocket, and a good play to knock it away.
Yeah, a little half roll to his right and tried to throw back against the grain, back to his left on a little out route right there, but very well defended by Hunt, right in the hip pocket, right where he needs to be. Gets his hands between the receiver's hands, and nice job by that young man.
You think with all the action going to the right side, that left side would probably be a little more open, but Hunt read it well and stayed right with his man. Taking the inside handoff. Now here's Sawyer looking for running room to the 5, and he'll walk in again. Nicholas Sawyer in for his second score tonight, and he'll give Sparkman a 21-7 lead.
Well, that motion action that we saw prior to the snap is going to get that the defense thinking lateral action to begin with. As you see the motion right there, pass gets them dropped back into coverage. You can see the green grass right there, and that's all that young man needs when he decides to pull it down and go north and south. Why he's going to be very difficult to keep out of that end zone.
So 20-7 the lead. Extra point coming up here for Thrasher. He'll try to boot it through. And they'll put an extra point on the board and a 14-point Senator lead here with only 1:06. Stop me if you heard this one before. Turnovers often lead to touchdowns. Another turnover here by Howard, able to punch the football loose. And that sets up the Senators in good field position. And Sawyer gets an open field, and he knows how to get into that end zone.
Heads up play by Lane Mason to recover that fumble and take it for some additional yardage as we see get another score by Sawyer.
Sparkman leading by 14. More football coming your way tomorrow night. Big Class 7A Region 3 battle. On Friday night, rivals top-ranked and unbeaten Thompson goes on the road to face upset-minded Spain Park. Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts have all the action on My 68. You can also catch the replay coming up Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on WOTM. Friday Night Rivals presented by Drummond Company. 1:06 left. And I think if you are Coach Chip English, what you tell your team is, let's protect the football for sure for this last minute.
Absolutely. Try to get something going, get something positive going at halftime, but you sure don't want another turnover deep in your territory with the way this one has gone in the first half.
The return that time is Hunt. He'll bring it out to about the 22-yard line. Grissom will have it. First down and 10 here. You see Coach English there.
There's a bit of frustration on Coach's face, and you can certainly understand why.
Those turnovers, you know, as a coach, that's just, you know, that's just got to stick in your craw at halftime because, you know, you had some positive plays, but you just can't hold on to the football to get anything going consistently.
Yeah, and all coaches teach ball security. You know, you want to take care of the football, and I tell you, Sparkman has forced every one of these fumbles. It hasn't been execution errors on the part of Grissom. They've stripped it or punched it loose, and just heads up defensive play.
Foss back to pass, going to look long. Throwing it down there, going to be out of bounds. Trying to find Dexter down the far sideline.
Yeah, real good coverage that time by Kenneth Hall, the junior cornerback. They ran a straight fly pattern, caught Sparkman in man-free coverage, and but he was all over it, just really nowhere to go with the football.
54 seconds left on the clock, so that doesn't take a lot of time off. On the incomplete pass there, but good coverage by Hall. Good look at him there. Second down. They'll go to Hood. He's hit right at the line. He'll fall forward maybe for about a half yard, but it's going to set up a big third down and long.
Yeah, it looked like stumbled in the backfield really before he was ever hit. They really never had a chance from the get-go. And
Coach White going to call a timeout. We'll take it too. Sparkman leads by 14.
At Oaxaca Flaca loves Papa's Ghost Pepper Wings, and we love her dance skills.
Doing my happy dance. Ghost pepper wings, so good.
Get the new Ghost Pepper Wings with a biscuit for just $4.99. Take them home or get them delivered.
Hardest Cap seriously loves Papa's hot honey chicken, and he's not lying.
Try. Like,
it's a different type of sweet and spicy.
This is actually fire. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying.
Get our new hot honey chicken with a side and a biscuit for only $5.
Good look there at Coach Chip English, 4th season at Grissom. Trying to get things turned around there, and again, turnovers rearing their ugly head, and now looking at 3rd down and about 9 with 46 seconds on the clock. And stoppage of play here. The official will tell us timeout Grissom this time. They came out just kind of see what the defense looked like. And on 3rd and 9, Coach, you know, you've got to try to find a way to get that first down because you do not want to give the football back.
No, but I can't see how many timeouts that I think each team has 2 left. As we look at the miscues for the half. And one thing you want to notice here, all these fumbles, you can see there are hands grabbing for that football, stripping the ball, trying to knock it loose. Though you see right there, the ball's ripped out as he's turned around. And there's always a white shirt around. That's just really a great job of ball hawking by the Sparkman defense. You can see again the ball's ripped out, punched that time. Just a very opportunistic Sparkman Senator defense, and it leads to looks like that by the opposing coach's look on his face.
Yeah, they are definitely. I mean, they're attacking the football. I mean, either you're punching or they're grabbing to strip it out. But and also you notice the first one there, if he gets his arms around him, the second one's coming straight at the football. So they're able to jar it loose, and that's created 3 big turnovers here in this first half. Big 3rd down play here. Foss back, throws the slant, catch is made. Johnson will fight his way out to about the 38-yard line. That is a well-thrown football, and Johnson is going to lead Grissom to get that first down.
That's the same route that was fumbled earlier in the game, and a lot of pluses to that play. Number one, you get the ball out quick. It's an easy throw and catch, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Grissom come back to that in the second half.
Foss is back, got pressure, throwing it late, and going to be tipped away and incomplete. Double coverage there that time. You see the safety come over and bring the help, and he's able to help jar that football loose. And Coach, look at Foss, and he was indicating somebody ran the wrong route there, but it looks like we got a flag down on the field here anyway.
Yeah, tried to hit that seam between the corner and the safety in a 2-deep coverage. Ball's in the air a long time. Safety was able to get over the top, and I'm wondering if there wasn't maybe some collision or holding there while the ball was in the air. Take a look at it.
There may have been a little hold there, and then I think they're going to get the hold there late in that route.
Looks like the corner maybe had a little piece of orange cloth there right before the ball was released.
Look right here. Foss is looking down the left side.
Look at the far left side of your screen.
And there's the grab, yeah. Good call by the official there to spot that. And now Foss is in pursuit again. They're going to chase him down and bring him down back at the 35-yard line. There is just pressure coming from every angle. No matter what Grissom tries to do lining up, they're just not able to block that front line for Sparkman.
Yeah, that's a great penetration. Folks, we got 2 number 56s here for Sparkman. That's either Darrell Beal or Thomas Alexander. But he's going to split the left guard and the center. And, boy, that's just great penetration and a big-time play by that young man. And that's going to do it for the first half.
Well, you look at Foss, he spent a lot of time on the run here in the first half, and that Sparkman defense has been in hot pursuit here for these first couple of quarters. So Grissom bit by the turnover bug here in the first half, and Sparkman taking advantage, and they'll take a 21-7 lead into the locker room. We'll be back with our halftime report in just a moment here on WOTM. High school football presented by Ox Foundation.
Don't crack under the pressure of foundation issues. The certified specialists at Ox Foundation Solutions can permanently fix foundation problems at the best price guaranteed. And did you know, moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills? Ox Foundation Solutions has the best plan to keep your home safe. If you are experiencing any issues with your sidewalks, basement, crawl space, or foundation, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
In Alabama, there are two things we take serious: football and barbecue. And at August Barbecue, we take our business serious. Our meat is smoked daily to give you the freshest and best quality. Ask about our daily vegetable specials. And don't forget about our beef brisket, served up every Thursday and Friday. We have a great outdoor seating area to enjoy the best live music around every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Great service, great atmosphere, and great food. August Barbecue. You can taste the difference.
Back at Milton Frank Stadium here at halftime, Sparkman leading over Grissom 21-7 here in our Thursday night game of the week. Glad to have you here at the break. And more football continuing this weekend. We've got a good one coming your way on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock from Crampton Bowl as Central Phoenix City takes on Jeff Davis. And earlier this week, John Holder had a chance to sit down with Central Phoenix City coach Patrick Nix.
We are back on the AHSAA Weekly. We're going to take you this week to Phoenix City. We're going to speak with the first-year head coach of the Central High School Red Devils. Coach Patrick Nix joins us from Phoenix City. Coach, good evening. Glad to have you with us on the AHSAA Weekly.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Coach, let's begin. You are in your first year at Central, coming over, of course, after an ultra-successful period of time at Pinson Valley High School. You lost a couple of games early on, close games to great football teams in Hoover and Eufaula, but last week you had that big rival game out 431 with Smith Station. It was a region game. You went out and won that game 35-7. Good win for your football team last Friday night.
It was a great win last week. You know, obviously not the start to the season we had hoped for and planned for, but a great win last week. And it's definitely been a different kind of a year, different kind of a fall already with, you know, scheduling a game on a Wednesday to play on a Friday and things like that. But I think we're learning very quickly this year. This is the year of change and the year of being very flexible and adaptable. And, but very thankful that we were able to get the win this past Friday night.
One of the good things about getting into region play is you sort of know who you're going to be playing week to week. And, of course, this week you got another road game going down to the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery to play Jeff Davis. Tell us about that big game coming up in 7A Region 2.
Well, I think they're a very good football team. They're very sound in what they're doing, very good schemes on both sides of the ball, allowing their players to play. And I think for us, it's just a little bit different having to play on a Saturday at noon. For us, it is different. It's going to be, a change of generally you're playing a night game, and now all of a sudden you're playing at high noon, and you got to change to the sun, change to the heat, change the way you prepare for a game, everything else. So we've got to make sure that we don't let the outside obstacles interfere, much less, because we're going to have a hard enough time, with the team that's on the field.
Coach, when you came into Central, a little bit different situation than your previous head jobs at Scottsboro and at Pinson Valley, because when you come into a place like Central, the tradition is so rich there, and there's such a great championship culture already in place. What was the difference coming into a place where the expectation is so high at a place like Central Phoenix City?
I don't think that, quite honestly, I think the the expectation level is not a whole lot different. I think we have the same expectations at Pinson as you do here at Central. The difference is at Central they've already been there, and so keeping them there, keeping them focused there, keeping them with the motivation to stay there and to get there and doing it a different way is definitely a challenge. There's no doubt, no matter where you go at that kind of at that level, when you're walking into a place that's had success before, keeping them to the success level that they expect, doing it a different way is always a challenge, no matter what the level you're at. So obviously, building a different culture, same type of culture, but a different way of doing it right now. And I think the guys are, especially not having a spring, not really, having a partial winter workout to work out, and let the guys get to know me, let me get to know them and our coaches. So it's definitely been a different kind of season for sure. But one of those seasons that you just have to, continue to adapt and continue to grow together. And, as coaches, we're learning our players, and as players, they're learning us. And, we're figuring this thing out as we go, and hopefully we'll continue to grow and continue to get better.
Coach, folks obviously know about your career. They know about your coaching and playing career. They know about your son Bo's great playing career and now at Auburn. But what folks may not know is your dad, a great high school football coach, one of the best, in my opinion, to come along. You're a coach's son, and most folks around the state may not be aware of that, of what a great coach that your dad was. How much do you glean from him growing up as a coach's son, and how much did you take from him into your playing and coaching career?
Oh, a ton. He's probably the anchor of all of it. He's the one that I talk to every day and still get advice from, still talk to, and he still has a huddle account from us and watches every practice, and and he'll give me his advice and his thoughts, and sometimes I take it, sometimes I don't, but without a doubt, the best coach I've ever been around, and I've learned more from him, not just as a dad, but as a coach than anybody. And we do a lot of things that we do still to this day, of things that he did when he was coaching, and because obviously the success that he had, you want to learn how to do those kind of things. And so there's no doubt I've learned a lot from my dad and continue to learn a lot from him and continue to gain a lot of the wisdom that he had, he's gained over the years, and huge asset and huge, resource for me for sure.
Coach, obviously tradition is one big factor, a place that loves football in Phoenix City, and they always have going back for decades. What was it to you personally that drew you to move and come to Phoenix City, and what was it about the program, the town, the school that drew you to Central High School?
I think a lot of things. In my life, there's a lot of factors that go in. From older kids to younger kids to my parents to there's just so many factors. My wife, there's just so many factors that go in. It's not just a job. This is our life. This is our ministry. And that was a big part of it, is that we felt like we were called to come and be here. And, but it is a lot closer to my parents. And so my parents are able to get over and watch us a lot more, a lot closer to Auburn. So it's, for me, being able to go on a Saturday and watch Bo play is, saves me a ton of time to be able to do that. We've got younger kids coming up. The school system here is incredible, and felt like that was a very good, comfortable move for the two that are coming up. And so just a lot of factors that go into a move like this. It's not just a job. It's not just, all about me, but, my part of it is kind of small compared to the rest of the family and what's best for everybody, when you look at something like this.
Coach, it's been a pleasure to watch you grow up from a player at Etowah to a player at Auburn to a college coach to a state championship high school coach. And it's been a joy to watch you so far at Central Phoenix City. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Thank you for joining us here on the AHSAA Weekly.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Patrick Nix, head football coach of the Central High School Red Devils of Phoenix City, our guest this week with us on the AHSAA Weekly. Back in just a moment.
Home making you sick? Moisture and unsafe air from your crawl space can infiltrate your home, causing health hazards and high utility bills.
At 11, more
Ox
of
Foundation
the AHSAA Weekly in just a moment.
Building problem in your home. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central of Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the Football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All high school students should have an opportunity to participate in interscholastic athletics. Students can gain so much from participating in extracurricular activities through sport. Not only do they learn sportsmanship, they learn respect, and they learn teamwork. All of these are characteristics that students could carry with them throughout the rest of their lives.
Welcome back to the AHSAA Weekly. One of the big games coming up this weekend in high school football in the state of Alabama is a big game in Class 7A Region 2 at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. The Jeff Davis Volunteers and the Central Red Devils from Phoenix City. We're joined now by the head coach of the Jeff Davis Volunteers in Montgomery. This is Coach Rory Bell. Coach Bell, glad to have you with us on the AHSAA Weekly.
Oh, glad to be here. Thank you for having me on.
Coach, a little bit unique start time, as I understand it, for the game coming up. Not Friday night football, Saturday, is that right?
Yes, it's the game is Saturday at 11 o'clock a.m.
That is going to be very hot and warm in Montgomery, Alabama, on the artificial turf there at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. Conditioning going to be very important. I'm sure that's one of the big themes for your team this week.
Yes, well, we've been working on conditioning all summer. But it will be hot Saturday, so we just make sure we run a little extra sprints and make sure the kids are hydrated.
Coach, you started off with two big inner-city rivalries there, big rivalries with Sidney Lanier and also with William Montgomery. You lost both of those games, very close games by 5 points apiece. Now, the Central Red Devils come to town on Saturday, another big region game. Tell us about your team and tell us about your thoughts on Central Phoenix City.
Well, like I said, the next game, it's a big game just because it's a next game. Each week, we look at games being big games. And so the bottom line is Central's coming here Saturday. It's a region game. And right now, we're just trying to get prepared and trying to make sure our kids are as ready as they can be.
One of the things is you're in week 3 of the season. You really haven't had a road game yet. You've been playing in Crampton Bowl now for 3 weeks in a row. And I know that the social distancing and things going on there, it's been a little bit different for high school football this year. You're a first-year head coach, and then you step into a coronavirus situation. This has been, there's been, I'm sure, a lot of challenges with every high school football coach in the state. Just tell us about Jeff Davis and what the challenges you've been facing with the COVID-19 this year.
I think all the challenges are the same for each high school. I got here in July, and of course there were certain protocols you had to abide by to make sure you can practice. So we've been trying to make sure we follow the rules, and I've just been hitting the ground running, and I've been having a blast so far. So just looking forward to getting the kids prepared for this week.
Coach, you stood toe-to-toe with two really good football teams in Lanier and in Lee. Tell us what you're looking for from your football team. What's the area of improvement that you want to see getting into this Central Phoenix City game?
I think just stop making mental mistakes. I think the first 2 games we had a lot of penalties on offense and the defense side of the ball. So the main thing, just become more disciplined, get locked in, be more focused. I've enjoyed the kids' effort. I don't think that's been a problem, but we have to just clean up some minor mistakes.
Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate the time here on the AHSAA Weekly to check in with you in your first year as the head coach of the Jeff Davis Volunteers, and we want to wish you best of luck in your game coming up Saturday. Going to be in the heat of the day at the Crampton Bowl as you welcome in the Central Red Devils from Phoenix City.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's an 11 o'clock game Saturday.
All right, Roy Bell is the head coach of the Jeff Davis Volunteers, live on WOTM Saturday. You can catch that game between the Jeff Davis Volunteers and the Central Phoenix City Red Devils. We'll bring that to you live right here on WOTM on Saturday at 11. More of the AHSAA Weekly in just a moment.
While you're at home with family for the next few weeks, don't put off scheduling home repairs. Call Ox Foundation for a free estimate. With more time at home, you tend to notice things you haven't in the past. Mold and moisture in your basement or crawl space, uneven driveways, stair-step cracks in your exterior brick, uneven floors and doors. If your home is showing weakness, it's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Stay strong, Alabama.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Without our contest officials, we would have no contest. I truly encourage our parents to be a shining example of sportsmanship regarding our contest officials and setting example for everyone, as well as coaches and fans across this state, to treat our officials with respect.
(21-7) our score here at halftime as Sparkman leads by 14 at Milton Frank Stadium. Tommy Wood along with Coach Rick Rhodes. And Coach, we've been talking a lot here at the break, and we got this plexiglass between us. And I think if you're Jacob Foss for Grissom, you wish you had something between you and that Sparkman defensive front.
Well, he's had a lot of company in the backfield. There have been very few plays tonight where Grissom has been able to get back to the line of scrimmage without an unblocked white jersey to have to negotiate, and that's really a big story in this game.
I think the guys in the trenches have really dominated, and as we take a look at the highlights here in the first half, you're going to see a lot of that. Sparkman able to get on the ground a little bit and make some things happen offensively, but on the other side, turnovers have been all over Grissom.
Well, and they've been forced. Sparkman has done a great job of knocking that ball loose, stripping it, and then making Grissom pay, as we see the first touchdown from Pay Dirt right there.
The TO leads to the TD, and once again, you see glimpses of that Grissom offense. Well thrown pass there by Foss, and then the double pass. And again, it was a great throw from Dexter down the field to Stockner. He's able to get in, and we're tied up at 7 apiece. Then Grissom comes back. You see the pressure all over, and then a great pass right here down the sideline. Catch is made there, but a couple of plays later, strip and almost a strip and score, but they're able to bounce loose and get a huge gain and a big turnover there, and Sparkman's in good field position.
Well, and this is really the story of the first half right here. Grissom will get a little something going. There'll be a turnover that will set Sparkman up in great field position. They'll turn it into a touchdown, and that's why we're at 21-7 right here as we start the second half.
And another big turnover right there leads to this score here. And your impressions, Coach, of Nicholas Sawyer, the quarterback for Sparkman. I mean, you're looking at a guy right here with 4.4 speed.
Yeah.
When he gets in the open field, he's so elusive and really reads his blocks well, too.
Yeah, he really is everything that we thought he would be. But really, Grissom's defense has bottled him up for the most part. He's hurt them a couple of times, building on some turnovers. Of course, he's had the 2 touchdown runs. Both quarterbacks have shown flashes of the things that we've looked for. Foss on the other side has thrown a really live arm, but really defensively, especially on the Sparkman side, but also Grissom, defenses have ruled the day. Offenses have had a hard time getting rhythm and consistently moving the football, and of course Sparkman has had the big turnovers that have really been the difference in this game.
Creating turnovers has been the story of the ball game. The defense is able to make those happen, especially for Sparkman. Their defense has come up big when they've needed to, and that has been the key here in this first half. But 21-7, our score here at the break. When we come back, we'll have more as we continue our coverage. Halftime report, Sparkman up by 14. Our coverage continues in just a moment.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune in to WOTM every Thursday night at 7 for the AHSAA WOTM Game of the Week. WOTM available to every cable TV provider in the state. If WOTM is not currently a part of your provider's lineup, call and request that they add WOTM. Thursday, September 17th, the Shades Valley Mounties travel to Mountain Brook to take on the Spartans live on WOTM. WOTM also your exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
HMR of Alabama provides services for Alabama's state veterans' homes and is proud to serve the Colonel Robert Howard State Veterans Home in Pell City. With competitive pay and benefits, your career serving those who served our country can begin today. If you like to help people and enjoy new challenges, contact HMR of Alabama by logging on to hmrveteranservices.com and choose the Careers tab to find out how you can join the HMR team.
Back at the break, 14-point lead for Sparkman over Grissom. And, of course, we're just excited to have these guys back on the field, getting a chance to cover high school football here in 2020. And, again, John Holder had a chance to sit down with Denise Ainsworth of the AHSAA, just talking about return to play and so far how the 2020 season has been going.
Back on the AHSAA Weekly, we take you to the Alabama High School Athletic Association offices in Montgomery. Associate Director for the Alabama High School Athletic Association, Denise Ainsworth, joins us this week. Denise, glad to have you back with us once again on the AHSAA Weekly.
Thanks, John. It's great to be here.
You know, I don't think most folks in the state of Alabama realize as important as high school sports is in this state at all the levels. You were the lead person for the AHSAA return to play protocol in drafting the policies that all the high schools in the state of Alabama are using to bring us safely back to returning to play sports this fall. So by my estimation, I think in the entire state of Alabama, you have had over the last few months one of the most important and challenging jobs of anyone in this state. Take us back over these last several months and being the lead person in this return to play protocol.
Well, first of all, John, the key there is lead person. It was not me by any means by myself. This team here in this office was awesome to work with. We put in a lot of long hours and a lot of draft after draft after draft trying to get it right. And of course we had a lot of support people around us, our medical advisory committee, even the CDC, the Alabama Department of Public Health. Dr. Harris was wonderful to work with, so it was indeed a team project. It was a lot of work. It was very taxing to try to get it right, but we started planning the day we were shut down. We started planning to return to play because we believe in education-based athletics and what it can teach young people.
You know, there have been so many unknowns with this situation, and no one really knew how this thing was going to go. Now we're heading into week 4 of the high school athletic season for 2021. Kind of your assessment so far of how things have gone.
Well, I think we're all very pleased with how it's gone the first week or two. We had some re-education to do and to explain to people about social distancing and wearing masks, especially the people in the stands. But as far as our coaches and our student athletes, they have responded remarkably well. The kids are just very flexible. They want to do what's right. They want to play. They want to keep playing. And so we just want everyone to continue doing what they're doing and caring about the person next to you.
You oversee the sport of volleyball here in Alabama. You chair the NFHS Volleyball Rules Committee. So volleyball is a sport, obviously, that you are very familiar with. It's a little bit different than football. One of the differences is they're playing inside instead of outside. So tell us about specifically volleyball as related to COVID-19.
Well, volleyball, as you said, is an inside sport, so your space is limited for social distancing. So our coaches have been very creative all summer in ways of conducting their huddles, of ways of sitting their benches in staggered lines. The NFHS came up with rules modifications to help with the social distancing, to help with the touch between people, so to protect our officials as well. So with everyone working together, we're doing a great job, and I'm very proud of what our volleyball coaches have been able to do. Even through COVID, they've still been able to host large tournaments, not as large as they might have been, but they're still doing it and doing it safely. So kudos to all the people in the state of Alabama that are doing it right.
Speaking of volleyball.
Kicking off, Sparkman going to kick it off right to left to open up here in the third. And we'll get a look at that Grissom offense, see if they can get some blocking up front and find a way to move the football. Return all the way out 25-yard line. Good, tough running across the 30, finding his way out to about the 38-yard line. That's going to be Hunt on the return. And here comes Jacob Foss. And, Coach, we were talking about it during the break. When Foss has time and is able to set his feet, he throws a really good football, but he really had to scramble around so much in the first half, he just never could get in rhythm.
Well, and that's one of the two things I'm sure was a topic of conversation at halftime, is to give this young man more time and to shore up those blocking schemes. The other point I'm kind of thinking that maybe was hit on pretty hard. Did you notice Hunt when he was tackled that time? He wrapped up that ball with both hands and hugged that thing like a newborn child.
First down and 10. Here comes that Grissom offense. Two split outs left, one to the right. Foss will fake the run. And in the flats catch, and wow. Walloped at about the 30-yard line. The pass a little bit high, and hauling it in was Stogner for a moment, but unloading on him was Fortson. And basically it was just one of those dream shots for a DB.
Well, on any rollout or bootleg pass, there's supposed to be a flat defender, and you saw who the flat defender was there. Young Joseph Fortson right there, the 6-foot, 180-pound senior, right where he's supposed to be, and makes a nice play.
Good sportsmanship there is lay it on the ground, and I think Stogner just patted him on the back and said, now that's a good shot right there. That's a big hit to open up the second half. We'll go to Johnson. A little speed sweep, trying to get a block out there, and not much. And again, another big hit on the far sideline. This time, the hit by Reedus. It's going to set up 3rd and long, and that man Vickery in on the stop again.
Yeah, who has really been a factor in many, many plays for the Sparkman defense. He's done what a linebacker should do. He's roamed the field.
So 3rd, say about a little bit over 10, about 11.
Yes,
we'll call it that.
Yeah, that's a really big play for Grissom right here. They definitely don't want to go 3 and out their first play of the second half with all the offensive problems that they had in the first half.
Dropping back. Looking, in trouble, steps up, now steps away from trouble. He's on the sideline, may just have to step out of bounds. He'll finally throw it late, and it's incomplete, obviously getting rid of it there. And 4th down. That time was a coverage. It wasn't a sack, but it was good coverage downfield, and really he had nowhere to throw that football.
Yeah, Sparkman played some man-free coverage that time, and those white shirts were like glue on the routes by the Grissom receivers, and just nowhere to go with the football. And just a frustrating opening series now for Grissom.
So punting time for the Tigers. There's Zimmerman. He'll punt the football away. Back deep, it is Foley for the Senators. Good snap off the side of his foot, hoping for a roll there. Gets it across the 40-yard line. It's going to roll out of bounds. About 35, and that'll be 1st down and 10 as he kicks it away from Foley there.
Boy, that was an unusual-looking kick. He kind of punched that thing, and it was almost like a sidearm rugby kick right there. Lots of end-over-end spin. Turned out pretty well, but sure wasn't pretty.
So there's Nicholas Sawyer, two rushing touchdowns in the first half, as he leads his team to a 2-touchdown lead here, and we open up the 3rd period. He's in the backfield once again with Parker. And it's Parker on the call, right side, chopped down, good play defensively. Getting out there once again is Caleb Hunt. We've called his name a lot in the first half as he comes in and makes that tackle.
Well, you want your secondary, especially your safeties, you want them to be able to knife up and make plays as close to the line of scrimmage as possible. And that time Hunt did just like you draw it up, and just really a nice job by that young man.
2nd down and about 9. again up the middle. Nothing doing. They wrap him up, and they'll bring him down. First man in there. Big stop in there by number 20, and that is Powers, as he's able to lead the charge for Grissom. Gets in there and makes a stop, so sets up a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, good penetration that time by that young man. Ran the play down from behind. That's 2 really impressive defense plays. If you look at the left of your screen, you're going to see Powers come unblocked straight through the hole and makes the play in the backfield and holds on, waits for some friends to come along, and brings up this 3rd and 11.
3rd and long. Rolling to the near side, going to try to get it on his own. Cuts it back against the grain, needing a block, a spin move, and finally tracked down. That time Sawyer trying to find an open running lane, but credit Grissom and that defense for really getting to him and really pinning him down.
Yeah, ran into a stunt from left to right on your screen, and of course you see the elusiveness right there by Sawyer, but again, a nice job by the Grissom defense of keeping him pinned up, not allowing him to get to the edge where he get down that sideline and forces his 4th down punt.
Rice to punt it away. Johnson back deep for Grissom. High floating kick, gonna let it hit. Roll inside the 30. It's a good roll, and all the way down to about the 18-yard line, and that's where Grissom will start, 1st down and 10. Coach, really the key to me has been the pressure that's been on Foss all night.
Yeah.
I think we saw that the last drive. Because of that penetration, they're not able to run the football. And every time he drops back to pass, he is having to roll to the right or left just to get away from the pressure, and it's really cutting the field in half.
No, you're exactly right, Tommy. I mean, Grissom has not been able to establish any kind of offensive rhythm where they've been able to, throw when they want to and effectively run the football, 2 things that good offenses do. And it's because of just what you said. It's the penetration that Sparkman has been able to get consistently. You throw in the turnovers in the first half along with that, and it's a really tough night offensively.
And you see linebacker threatening blitz. Now they'll drop back in coverage. Foss going to throw it out, and it's low and unable to hang on there. There's Reed Dexter. That time Foss did have a little bit of time, but in the first half, not much at all. You see him scramble around. He's hit as soon as he delivers that one. Rolls out to the right, and just no time to set the feet.
Well, and that's the thing you see white shirts consistently coming clean in the backfield, and very little time to set up, and it takes a toll on a quarterback. Now, that was another curl flat route, which was wide open in the first half, which I would think they would go back to, but that ball was badly underthrown, and I think it's some residual effect of what we just looked at in the highlights. Your rhythm's off, you don't set your feet right, you don't drive the football, and there's more penetration right there.
Right up the middle, and they'll bring him down at the 5. That time Vickery. Nobody touches him, and he is straight through into the backfield, and he will wrap up Foss. Look at this, no one touching, just a clean shot.
Yeah, this is just what they call an A-gap blitz. The right guard blocked the man on him to the outside. The center blocked to his left, the man on him. Nobody picked up the linebacker, and it's easy pickings for that young man right there, and yet another big play by him.
Another negative play against this Grissom offense, and now facing 3rd and 23. Down by 14. I think you'll just go back to the run here and try to get room to punt the football away. They will go back to the run. And knocked down after a gain of about 1 is going to be Hunt. And that defense comes up big once again for Sparkman.
Yeah, hole closed very quickly, and a finishing hit there by Tyus Clemens to hold that gain to next to nothing. And I think that look says it all. Just cannot get going offensively, can't control the line of scrimmage. Sparkman has lined up in a lot of different fronts, as has Grissom, but the big damage has been done in that bare front. Center's covered, both guards covered, tackle is covered, and you've got to manipulate your protection to not only handle the 5 up front, but also to handle that linebacker that has been such a problem, and Grissom just has not been able to close those edges down yet tonight.
Zimmerman does a good job getting it out of there, so we'll see that Sparkman offense, and we'll see more football coming up this Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. Big matchup taking place at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. Central Phoenix City taking on Jeff Davis. And they'll kick things off at 11 o'clock. Should be a warm start to that game. But plenty of great athletes on the field this Saturday at Crampton Bowl in Montgomery. Here comes Sparkman, leading by 14. As Sawyer will leave it on the right side and nowhere to run the football. And as we had in the first part of the first period, defenses came up big and made some stops. We're seeing that here in the second half as well.
Yeah, really the Grissom defense, with the exception of the drives after the turnovers, has really acquitted themselves very well. They've controlled the Sparkman offense. They've not allowed Sawyer to come up with the big plays, but the turnovers have put them in bad field position, and Sparkman has been able to take advantage of those things.
Quick throw out in the flats. Catch is going to be made and forward to about the 45-yard line. Just a quick hitter on the outside. Didn't look like he was going to get much, but you look, some great blocking by the receivers. And turning it on the right side and getting good yardage that time is Rozier.
Yeah, Grissom over pursued a little bit on the inside move, and Rozier showed good speed getting back to the outside.
Sets up 3rd down and 4. Sawyer rolling near side. Got pressure from behind. Wow, that speed to the 30-yard line, and he will step out of bounds inside the 25. Looked like he was scrambling around back there, and Grissom defense was going to come up with a stop, but Sawyer kicks into another gear, and that's an Amherst first down as he will take it down the near sideline.
Yeah, this is a read zone, and really Grissom hasn't defended. They've got a man for everybody, including somebody for Sawyer, but he just turns on the afterburners, is able to outrun Justin Johnson to the corner and picks up the big first down. Shows that good speed.
1st and 10 at the 24. To the air, across the middle, into coverage, and almost picked off. Incomplete. That man right there had some great coverage. That is Curry. Curry almost able to haul that one in.
Yeah, it's a little dig right over the middle. You can see Curry is right there. He plays right through the top shoulder just like you're taught to, breaks on the football, and as you said, Tommy, just about took that one the other way.
2nd down and 10. Midway through the 3rd period, Sparkman leading by 14. Handed on the right side. Fighting his way through a couple of tackles inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. On the carry that time is going to be Parker, and he'll take it into the T-Spa red zone for the Senators.
Yeah, a little bit of giddy up in the step now by the boys in the white jersey. They can smell a little bit now, and of course they're having good success running straight at that Grissom defense. Good job of avoiding the movement by the nose guard. Really nice run right there. Had good movement at the point of attack, but he got a lot of that on his own.
The Salon Professional Academy in Huntsville, 4925 University Drive. Their phone number, 256-721-6772. And Sparkman is back in the red zone again. And a score right here, Coach, is huge for this Sparkman Senator offense. Hey, one thing I want to tell you about, though, WOTM, exclusive TV home for all your HSAA championship events, whether you're talking about the Super 7, the basketball finals, baseball, softball. WOTM is the place to catch all of your championship events here in 2020 and 2021. Again, as you look at your WOTM, make sure they are a part of your lineup. If they're not, you need to get in touch with your cable company and find out, hey, what's going on? We need to call and request that they add WOTM. Again, that way you'll get to see all of the championship games, and you'll even get to see me and Coach every Thursday night. So, added bonus there, Coach.
You bet.
I'm sure they'll be rushing out for the cable companies after
I'm
with that
sure
little, just for that last
they'll
part.
have to have extra security to handle the lines.
3rd down and 4. Back to the run. Good stop in the interior is going to set up 4th down. That time up to make the hit as Grissom.
Lots of orange shirts there.
That's a guy right there in the middle, 6'2", 290, Dietrich Jones. He has been in on a lot of plays tonight. Now, the defensive ends are very good as well. They're kind of pinching things into him, but Khalil Saunders, the defensive end, 6'5", 290, he is headed to the University of Kentucky. And so he is over here at number 51. We got an injured player for Grissom checking out, and that is going to be Jackson Bofinkamp as he is gingerly making his way to the Tiger sideline.
Looks like his hip is bothering him right here. You know, it's amazing to me the size that we're seeing this year. You know, I mean, Grissom's got two guys that are 290 in their defensive front. We talked about the offensive size that we see in Sparkman as well. And, you know, we saw it last week. I mean, every week I think we see 300-plus guys in the offensive line and big guys that are 280-plus defensively that can run. High school players just get bigger and bigger.
This is a huge play for this Grissom defense right here. 4th down, and we're going to say about 4 yards to go. Grissom would love to get off the field here. And we have a whistle to stop play. As the official will tell us what we've got. And looks like we are good to go. So I think they just made some adjustment to the clock, and we'll get back, and it's rolling now with 5:13 left in this third period. And long snap count and into the neutral zone. The Tigers will jump, and that's an easy way to pick up the first down.
Encroachment defense.
And those are the kind of plays that make coaches broadcasters, Tommy.
And again, how many plays have started before the ball was snapped?
None.
Still at 0.
Go by what you see, not what you hear.
There you go. That will be a first down for the Senators. So they'll keep the drive alive as they move it inside the 15-yard line for another Amherst first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll go with this fake speed sweep. Sawyer on the keeper. Bounces outside. 5. And he's into the end zone. A nifty run there for Nicholas Sawyer. And he's got his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night.
Well, I wondered when we'd see this. This is the quarterback power off of the speed sweep. Again, the linebackers have to honor the lateral movement of the speed sweep action. And now you've got all that speed and ability working at you with a pulling guard to lead the way. Puts the linebackers and the safeties in a really, really tough position, especially inside the 10-yard. And the end result is pretty predictable. Another touchdown for that young man.
Takes the lead to 20, 27-7. Sparkman over Grissom. Extra point coming up here for Thrasher. He will kick it up, and he'll kick it through. So 28-7, your new score. As Sparkman goes up by 21. Football continues in a moment, presented by Ox Foundations.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central of Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
Don't just dream it. Call Family Savings Credit Union. Right now, get something you want for as low as 2.24% APR. You can even apply online or by phone. Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family.
Sparkman leading by 21. Grissom offense will take the field after return from Cam Hunt. Let's see if they can get something going offensively. And again, we talked about in the first half, Coach, that the chess match that's going on between that defensive front for Sparkman. They're lining up so many different ways, but when they bring a linebacker, it seems like they are coming through untouched every time they bring one.
Yeah, that's really been the case, and that's the story defensively. Grissom, I mean, what they'd like to do is get a sustained drive for a score. Now, when I say sustained, they can't take too long, but they'd like to get just their offense going, and then they're going to have to play hurry up after that as it be about time for the fourth quarter. But until they solve the riddles that are happening up front, they're not going to be able to do that. That's a good start for them right there. That's a nice 6-yard gain on first down.
Good tough running on the right side. That is Hood on the carry. As he will pick up about 5, 6, and it's going to bring up second down and medium. And again, you're seeing, and I want you to tell the folks at home what's going on. They're lining up. There's 4 men. There's a linebacker easing up the whole time. Now, he may drop back in coverage or he may come, and those linemen are just having to guess, and so far they've had a lot of missed guesses in the first half. Now they're going to drop back in conventional look.
But again, you can see that number 13, Tyler Vickery, is unblocked right at the point of attack. I mean, something is wrong in the count. In modern football, they count defenders. Somebody's 0, somebody's 1, somebody's 2. The center takes 0, the guards take 1, and the tackles take 2. That's how you block zones. But the count, something's getting messed up in the count because the linebackers have been consistently free all night. A lot of times when you play against these odd defenses that cover everyone, you have to block it from the outside in and just kind of block down and wrap around. Haven't seen much of that either.
Third down play here, going deep and recovering, making adjustment to the football and bringing it in. That's going to be Reed Dexter. Watch this adjustment in the air, Coach.
Yeah, that's a great job. It's a fly route, and the ball really is underthrown just a little bit. But watch him come back, keep concentration on the football, get his body between the ball and the defender, and come down and make the best play of the night for Grissom offensively.
That is a great catch right there to come down with it. Kind of a back shoulder throw. And hauls it in for a big gain. Another first down. And look at this, Elijah Johnson, as he will get a huge gain over on the right side and take it close to the 10-yard line and into the T-Spa red zone. Good running by Elijah Johnson there.
Well, this is the speed sweep, and you can see, unlike most of the night now, everything is clean to the edge, and a nice job by the Grissom front of setting the edge, and then good running by that young man to pick up big yardage and a very, very important first down.
First down and 10. They'll mark it just outside the 10, or will they mark it? It's first and goal from the 10. Okay, they're going to give it to him inside. Grissom knocking on the door here. They'll go back to Hood. Gets through the initial wave, fights his way down, maybe for a couple. Sets up second and goal.
Again, not much going in there. And guess who? Tyler Vickery again led the charge, along with that young man right there. That's Tyus Clemens we're taking a look at right there. Picked up a couple.
Vickery has been an active linebacker tonight. You see him right there. As we have called his name throughout the night. Big play right here. You got Johnson down there in the slot, nobody on him. As Foss will take it, leave it with Hood up the middle, and nothing there. That big nose guard steps in there and makes the stop there. And that's number 98, Jordan Adkins, 6 foot 350, and he just wraps him up.
Now they tried to block down with him with the center and the left guard, and he just shreds the double team right there, and he's just waiting.
Great camera work, guys, to see how Adkins just came through and just physically dominated 2 men right there to make that stop.
Well, that's how you split a double team, and that's a great job by that big man right there.
Third down and goal. From the 8-yard line as Foss will take it, looking, throws it deep and batted around and incomplete. Looking out there for Stogner, but good coverage by Reedus for the Senators.
A kind of an unusual route. There's a little turn-in by the outside receiver and what I thought was going to be a corner route by the inside receiver, but he just sits down right there. Really made the corner's job the defender's job much easier. A nice job of breaking the ball up. Good job of playing the ball in the air by Reedus.
So fourth down and goal for the Tigers. And they will keep the offense on the field here and try to get 6 out of this. He'll go overload to the left side. Pump fake down the middle. Catch is made in the end zone. Well delivered pass, and that's going to be Stogner who hauls it in for his second TD of the night.
They ran a slant to the right. I thought for sure they were going to run to the left side of the formation, as there were no defenders to the left of the screen, but they come off the play fake and just run a little turn-in route right here. Very well delivered. Nice concentration by Stogner pulling it in, and that's a drive that obviously Grissom needed right now.
Try to tack on the extra point here. Cut it back to a 14-point lead. The snap was high. The holder gets it down. The kick is up and good. 28-14, our new score. Sparkman with a 2-touchdown lead, but Grissom gets a well-thrown pass right here.
Well, and an even better catch. Yeah, just a great job of body control, and then this nice touchdown pass right there to Reedus. And
another look at that as Foss just delivers a bullet. And we see the arm of Foss had a little bit more time on that drive, and he's able to take Grissom down the field and get 7 on the board.
That'll tighten things up a little bit, Tommy.
It's a great drive to answer and get some offense going.
Surprise onside.
1:10 left in the third.
Nah,
I don't know.
I
would think about it. I mean, I think if you're going to try one right now, would be a pretty doggone good time to do it.
A lot of discussion right there. I don't know.
Hey, don't forget next Thursday night we got another dandy headed your way. Shades Valley and Mountain Brook get underway at 7 o'clock. Mountain Brook playing host to the Mounties. Spartans shut out Woodlawn 51-0 last week. You know they can put some points on the board. And Shades Valley have had a tough early season schedule, but they'll square off at Spartan Stadium next Thursday night starting at 7 o'clock. Hope you'll join us for that. Zimmerman to kick it off for the Tigers. Will kick it deep.
Good kick.
And fielded in the end zone, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Good kick there by Zimmerman. And so Sparkman will start at the 20. Now let's see if that Sparkman offense can answer Grissom now, because this is a Grissom team that kind of took the momentum on that last drive, and see if Sparkman can find a way to move the football here.
Well, and this is an important drive, obviously, for a lot of reasons. But time is part of the equation now. I mean, we're nearing the end of the third quarter. Grissom needs 2 scores. In high school football, the quarters are 12 minutes long, and the thing that Grissom can't afford right here is to allow Sparkman to get a long, sustained drive moving.
So 1st down for the Senators here. Trouble in the backfield. Rolling out is Sawyer. Throws it out there. Catch is going to be made. Flag comes down. Breaking a couple tackles. And off to the races down the near sideline. They'll say he stayed in bounds. And Parker is going to go into the end zone. But a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this one, I do believe, will be coming back.
Well, we definitely have some laundry.
And I believe it was on Parker. An eligible man downfield, and that one's coming back. They threw right at his feet as he caught the pass. Let's see. So that one will be coming back.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. Replay 1st down.
And you wonder whether there was a lineman downfield or whether somebody was covered up. In other words, somebody was not off the line when they were supposed to be. That'll give a head coach a gray beard.
How about that? And as we mentioned a little bit earlier, on our roster that we have, there are 3 number 23s. And we got 2 running backs, one listed as Parker, one listed as McClendon. You think it could be McClendon?
I'm pretty sure it was one of those 2, Tommy.
It's either McClendon or Parker. We've gone with Parker. We're not sure.
Well, I may vote for McClendon because he is the senior.
All right.
So
we can go that route.
But folks, we've narrowed it to 2. So
we'll let Parker play the first half. McClendon's the second. How about that? Right here, Sawyer looking long, can't find his man, trying to hit Foley down the middle, and that's going to be incomplete and bring up 2nd down. Curry on the coverage there.
Yeah, nice job by Curry. Now, you know, you get a penalty like that, you have a big play that you think is going to bust this thing wide open again, and now not only do you lose that momentum, you also look at the down and distance that you're faced with right here. That can take a little steam out of you. It'll be interesting to see how Sparkman responds.
Facing 2nd down and 15. 2 split outs come to the near side. That is Foley along with Rozier. Fake the handoff. Sawyer drops back, got pressure, and looks down there incomplete. Just like we've seen with Foss the entire ballgame, it seems like when he steps back there and the pressure is immediate, that's what you saw that time with Sawyer.
Yeah, that was supposed to be some bootleg action, and you know, in a bootleg you have usually one guy in the flat and then one guy either vertical or with a deep comeback. But that time, as you can see, there are 2 Sparkman receivers right next to each other. That's certainly not the route they wanted, and just really a garbled play from the get-go.
3rd down and long. See if that Grissom defense can come up with a stop and get the football back.
Yeah, really a crucial play from the Grissom standpoint.
Sawyer looking, flips it out. Catch is going to be made, and up to make another tackle in the open field. It is Bailey yet again, and he is such a sure tackler, Coach.
Yeah, he is, and I tell you, Cam Foley is going to have a chance to block him, but for some reason he just turns him loose and gives him a clean shot right at the ball carrier, and that guy doesn't miss many tackles. And that stop is going to be just exactly what the doctor ordered for Grissom.
Bailey is an impressive defensive back supporting the run. And the play clock is going to wind down here. I don't know if we'll get the punt off in time, and we will not. So we will march to the other 10 before we get the 4th period underway. Grissom trying to make a run here in the second half. They've cut the lead in half. 28-14 your score as we continue with our coverage of HSA TV. High school football presented by Ox Foundations.
Oaxaca Flaca loves Popeye's Ghost Pepper Wings, and we love her dance skills.
Doing my happy dance. Ghost Pepper Wings. So good.
Get the new Ghost Pepper Wings with a biscuit for just $4.99. Take them home or get them delivered.
Cap seriously loves Papa's hot honey chicken, and he's not lying.
Try.
Like, it's a different type of sweet and spicy.
This is actually fire. I'm not even lying with, I'm not even lying.
Get our new hot honey chicken with a side and a biscuit for only $5.
So punting time for Sparkman, and you look at field position, Coach, and Grissom stands to get some great field position here. Have a chance to cut even further into that lead.
Yeah, this defensive series for Grissom could not really have gone better. Not only did they stop the drive and not use much time in doing so, they should get great field position.
Barely gets that one away.
Great
Johnson
kick.
will retreat, make the catch. He is hit immediately and driven back. And if you look at Sparkman, the punt could not have gone any better either.
No,
hey, let me remind you about some things going on as we try to take a look at you on WOTM each and every Thursday night. We want to welcome the folks, Spectrum viewers, SD Channel 80, HD 701. Again, that is on Spectrum. We appreciate you folks watching on Spectrum tonight and encourage you to check us out each and every Thursday night for high school football right here on WOTM. And a player injured there for Grissom. They're checking him out.
Almost looks like a cramp the way they're playing with that foot. Boy, that was a great punt, was it not?
It really was.
And,
under pressure.
Yeah, and great coverage too.
And I believe the guy down was one of the blockers. I saw him kind of double over after the play, and I think the cramp hit him there, and so he's going to check out. But yeah, you look at the pressure. I mean, I thought for a moment it's going to be blocked. Got a clean run, and I don't know how he missed it, but watch this punt. Great travel. And look at the coverage as Johnson makes the catch. And he is hit immediately, and you see right there, right at the 47-yard line, grabbing the back of the leg is going to be Hunt.
Yeah.
And he hits to the sideline.
Yeah, there's a nice tackle by Kenneth Hall right there to make that play, and still good field position for Grissom. But if I was a betting man, I would have bet they would have been about 15 yards closer than they are.
So big drive once again for the Tigers. See if they can get something going here as they look over that defense. Sparkman's threatening the blitz again. Here on 1st down and 10. Foss will take it. Steps back, throws it, catch is made. Spinning away to midfield and brought down at about the 49-yard line. That's going to be Stogner as he gets up hobbling just a bit.
Comes up a little bit gimpy. They can't afford to lose him. Now that 5-yard gain on 1st down, we talk about chains all the time. Big difference between 2nd and 5 and 2nd and 11, which Grissom has found himself in a lot tonight. Good job that time also of shutting off that middle. No penetration that time.
Foss in the backfield, along with Hood.
And it looks like Grissom is looking to the sideline a lot, getting a lot of check with Mees, maybe checking the Sparkman defense and trying to counter.
Fake the run. Foss now in trouble. They're going to track him down and drop him. Loss of a couple on that play. That time Foss looked for his receiver, saw he was covered, then tried to pull it down and run, but having none of that was going to be Karan White on the other side.
Yeah, came off the play fake and tried to hit a slant route, but that time very well covered. Just know where to go with it. And again, the Sparkman defense closed very rapidly.
Big 3rd down and 7. Sparkman needing to take advantage, or check that Grissom needing to take advantage of opportunities they're given here in this 3rd period. This time Foss throws it, catch is made. Nice catch, and that is good for an Amherst 1st down, and once again it is John Allen Stogner.
Well, and I tell you, if there's a weakness in the Sparkman defense, it's been in this area right at the hash. That curl seam area has been consistently open tonight, and Grissom is starting to take advantage of that. That time ran just a little bend route with the number 2 receiver. Number 1 receiver went to the sideline, and that's if they can continue to exploit that seam area, we're going to have this game tightened up pretty significantly.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Foss got time. Pump fake. Pulls it back down, then going to roll out and throw to the sideline, incomplete. As he had a pump fake, and as he pulled it down, rolled out to the left, and he looked at the sideline, just could not connect, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Well, it was a good pump fake, I'll tell you. I think he anticipated maybe there was going to be zone coverage. As you see, the ball came loose a little bit. But that time Sparkman was in man-free defense, man-to-man coverage all over the field, and not a real good job by the Grissom receivers of shaking loose from defenders and really just know where to go with the ball.
That'll stop the clock with 9:43 remaining. Set up 2nd down and 10. They'll fake to Johnson, hand it off, 2nd man through. And that's Hood. He'll find his way inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. So a gain of about 4 sets up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I think Tyus Clemens had him around the ankles right there. Good tough inside play now by both sides of the line play.
I think if you're Grissom right here, you know you've got 2 downs to get 6 yards and keep this drive alive. And they will get an easy 5 right there with a hard snap count. I believe Clemens fell into the neutral zone.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Encroachment defense.
Well, I don't want to steal your thunder, but I'm pretty sure that no plays have ever taken place before the snap of the football.
In the history of football.
Ever.
Ever.
So,
I mean, I don't know what the column is on the right side, but on the left side it's 0. So you think one would deduce from that maybe.
I'm not going to move till that football does. But another offside penalty there. It's 3rd down now and a yard. As Grissom looks to keep this drive going.
We're going to try to get off tackle with this ball, try to block down on that interior because there's going to be pressure. Cave everything in and get on that edge.
Going to have to call a timeout here. Play clock was winding down. So have to spend a timeout here. Trailing 28-14 and facing a big 3rd down and a yard. Hey, don't forget more football coming your way tomorrow night. Gets underway at 7 o'clock. Should be a dandy. Thompson, an outstanding team they have. They are undefeated, ranked number 1. Taking on Spain Park. Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts will have that for you tomorrow night at 7. And don't forget, we'll re-air that game Saturday at 3 p.m. right here on WOTM. Again, sponsored by Drummond Company. So Thompson and Spain Park. Another great ball game coming your way tomorrow night on Friday Night Rivals.
Should be a good one. And there are some people who think that Spain Park can play with the Warriors. But that'll be a good one.
Yeah, Warriors have been very impressive. Not only this season, but in the last couple of years before that. Yeah. Seeing them play a couple of times this year, they have really been a fun team to watch.
Well, and they have been able to have an exceptional quarterback every year.
Absolutely.
No matter how the cast of character changes, it seems like whoever takes a snap for them has been pretty special.
Nick Freeman doesn't kind of understands how to coach a quarterback.
I think so.
Having a good season so far. Right here, 14-point lead for the Sparkman Senators. Grissom trying to cut into that lead. They need to capitalize here on 3rd down and closer to 1.5. They'll fake the run, throw it in the flats, catch is made, and popped. Ball comes loose. They'll say incomplete. Tried to hit Stogner there.
Yeah, big hit by Adrian Reedus, the safety. Again, Sparkman has gone to a lot of man coverage, just man-to-man, and that's how you play it right there. You break on the football and knock it loose, and now, obviously, this is a pretty big 4th down. If Grissom's going to win this football game, they just about have to convert this.
So 3rd and 1, they go with a pass play out in the flats and unable to get that one in. So here we go, 4th down and a yard. Closer to 1.5 yards. As they'll go from the run, hand it off, nothing doing. Dropped in the backfield. Once again, it's that man. Vickery knifes his way through there, and another big loss for that Grissom offense.
Yeah, and again, you can see the problems with penetration. The thing you've got to do as a lineman, as you block a gap, you've got to block all the way through to the most dangerous threat in that gap, which is all the way to the hip of the next offensive man. And what's happening is that Sparkman is able to get 2 defenders in a gap. The widest guy in the gap picks off the blocker. The next man inside comes in clean, and that's been repeated most of the night. And what a big stop by the Sparkman defense.
So Sparkman will take over here with 8:26 remaining. He'll try to run the ball to the right side, and Grissom defense is there.
And Sparkman will be in no hurry right here. They would like to get this ground game going. They'll like to run that clock down before it's snapped, try to run 5 or 6 minutes off this this clock and end it with a score. But they're going to have to get more than they got on 1st down, that's for sure.
Clock rolls under 8 minutes remaining. Karan White there. Trying to even the Sparkman record up at 2-2. Throw, catch, falling forward, ball is loose, and Grissom gets on top of it. That's going to be Curry who rips it loose and recovers it, and now Grissom will have the football. 1st down and 10. That is a huge break for that Tiger defense.
And turnabout is fair play. This is a little curl route right here. You can see right in the seam. Good hit right here, and it just rips the ball loose. Does number 18, Landon Curry.
And Reedus is still down after taking this hit right here.
Yeah, gets popped in the back pretty good.
Curry gets the recovery. So that Grissom offense will be back on the field here with 7:46 left. And they will start inside Sparkman territory. Landon Curry keeping his team alive right there. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. Tune into WOTM this Saturday at 11 a.m. for a Class 7A Region 2 showdown as Central of Phoenix City travels to Montgomery to do battle with Jeff Davis live from the Crampton Bowl. WOTM available to every cable provider in the state. If WOTM is not a part of your provider's lineup, call and request WOTM. WOTM, also the exclusive TV home for the football Super 7 and basketball, baseball, and softball championships.
There's a look at the guy that made a big play there, and that's Curry. And now this Grissom offense will jump out there, first down and 10, starting this drive at about the 48-yard line. Need to score relatively quickly as Foss will look deep, and good coverage downfield looking for Johnson, but man for man is Fortson, and he was right in his hip pocket, Coach.
Yeah, tried to run a wheel route, curled the outside receiver to the hash and brought the inside receiver down the sideline, but in straight man coverage, just not as effective as it is against zone, and Fortson was right there to make the play just like you're supposed to. And you know, when you play against man coverage now, you've got to run more jagged routes. You've got to try to shake people, run crossing routes. It wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Grissom go to some of those things.
Second down and 10. Here comes the pressure. They pick it up. Foss goes. Intended out here for Dexter, and goes a little bit high, so it's going to bring up a third down and 10. That time the line did a good job picking up the blitz.
Yeah, they did, and really that ball should have been completed. Just an errant throw right there by Foss. Ran the out route again, but instead of running a true curl, ran almost a skinny post, tried to hit it right in stride, but a little tougher route to throw. And this ball sails a little bit and just too high.
Yeah, just didn't get the feet stepped, and what does it, drive off the back foot?
Got to drive off the backside.
It's a big third down here. They'll bring Johnson in motion. Third and 10. See if Sparkman dials up the pressure. We got a whistle to stop play. And they're going to say, I think it is, had some movement on the interior. Yeah, false start on the offense. That'll move it back 5.
Well, it was subtle. Did you see any movement?
I never saw it. That's what I was going to say. I don't know if we've got a shot of it or not, but from our view, it must have been just a little bob or something, because it was a.
I mean, that's a big penalty now.
Yeah, it's huge, making it 3rd and 15 now.
Still think Grissom's best bet is to work those hashes. Curl flat's still good. Just got to run a little more jagged route to beat that man coverage.
They pick up the pressure. Foss rolls out to the right. Now in trouble. Hits by his own man and knocked out of bounds. Tried to escape, but ran into his lineman as Maurice Mahane Burks was trying to get a block for him and just knocks him out of bounds. So now 4th down and long. They're going to punt the football away here.
Well, that was an opportunity, obviously, that that was gift wrapped that they just couldn't do anything with. I think the big play there was the skinny post early that was open that would have been a big gain in a first down, just not able to connect. That was their best chance in that series. Now they need a great punt and a sure tackle. They're not going to get that.
Zimmerman punts it deep.
Really?
At the 32-yard line, going to be first down and 10
really
for
good,
the Senators.
Excuse me, Tommy, I'm sorry. Really good job by Foley of making that catch. Probably saved 10 or 15 yards on the roll right there and bought field position for his team.
So here comes that Sparkman offense. They'll try to seal the deal here with 7:18 remaining in the ballgame. Like to grind out some first downs and put this one in the bag.
Well, and the same deal again that we talked about a little while ago. They would love to get that running game going and play that clock and just run this thing out.
We'll go to the run on the left side and fighting his way. Looks like he picked up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, a little bit different look that time. Ran around the counter play, pulled both the right guard and right tackle, led through back to the left. Not a huge game, but picked up about 3 or 4 right there.
Second down, 7.
And as was the case the last drive, Sparkman in no hurry to snap the football. They'll try to run that play clock down.
Yeah, they'll probably snap it with about 4 seconds left, I would think.
Second down and about 7. Back to the running game. And to about the 39-yard line, gain of about 3. Going to set up a third down. We'll say about 3 to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised now to see Sawyer again with the ball in his hands. Maybe that zone read again. He only ran it one time tonight, but it went for big yardage. Would not be a bit surprised to see that again.
I'll say more of a third and about 5 here. You won't see the ball in the air, I do not assume. Handoff left side, and Grissom defense is there. They'll come up with a stop. Leading the way, K.D. Long, also Khalil Saunders in there, and that young man as well, Bovenkamp. Good to see him back in there.
Yeah, this is a power play right here. Pull the guard, try to lead through, but just too many Grissom defenders there, and got off blocks, and going to bring up this 4th down situation. You know, really for the most part, really the Grissom defense has played well.
Really have.
The turnovers have really put them in bad shape and given Sparkman a short field, which they have taken advantage of.
Hey, don't forget, we've got more football coming up Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. Going to be the start time. Central Phoenix City will take on Jeff Davis. Is it Crampton Bowl down in Montgomery? Should be a great matchup there. As Coach Rory Bell leads the Volunteers up against the Red Devils of Patrick Nix, and that is this Saturday morning beginning at 11 o'clock. Just good to be playing football and to realize you got a game today, you got one plenty tomorrow night, and got Friday night rivals, and then Saturday more football coming your way on WOTM. So great opportunity to check out some football, and we talk about tomorrow night. And as we said on My 68, should be a great matchup here. Top-ranked, unbeaten Thompson. They're on the road as they travel to Spain Park. Chris Stewart, Tyler Watts will have that call tomorrow night. Gets underway at 7 o'clock, and the re-air on Saturday at 3:30. Again, Friday night rivals brought to you by Drummond Company. They'll switch back to punt formation now as Schomburg was in there. He'll take the snap, kicks it out of there. And here comes a return by Johnson. Finding a little bit of room, goes to the right side. He'll be hauled in at about the 35-yard line. So first down and 10 once again for the Grissom Tigers.
Now with 5:33, Grissom has enough time to run conventional offense, to use their entire playbook, and try to get an onside kick and get a quick score. That's one way to play it. The other way is to air it out, try to score as quickly as you can, let your defense try to get a stop, get it back, and try to get another quick score. Obviously, a pretty tall mountain to climb either way, but it's certainly been done.
Foss will look over to the sideline, and again, this drive begins with 5:33 left in the ball game. Sparkman up 28-14. Grissom trying to cut into that lead here late. And the handoff, and hard running, but not a lot of room there for Hood, as he will have a short gain there.
Yeah, just tough going. You know, very hard for the boys in orange to block the boys in white, and there's more white shirts than there are orange shirts in that 5-yard box. It just makes it real tough.
Not a lot of rushing yardage tonight for that Grissom team. So Foss will go to the air. Here comes that pressure, steps up, and able to escape through the first wave, but they'll drag him down back at the 39-yard line, sets up a third down and long.
Yeah, that time Sparkman overloaded the right-hand side of the Grissom offense. You can look at the left-hand top of your screen. You're going to see the white shirts they overload. There's more defenders than Grissom can block. A good job of stepping up by Foss, but an equally good job by defenders getting off blocks and holding that to a very short gain.
Big third down here, 3rd and 6. Grissom's going to have to get a first down in order to extend this game, and he steps up away from pressure, and he's got some running room now. Foss will go to the sideline, and he'll pick up the first down. Good, tough running right there for an Amherst first down for the Grissom Tigers.
Of course, anytime you play man coverage, why, this is always a possibility. If you pick up the pressure and Foss is able to escape it, you can see the man coverage is covering receivers, not dropping into zones. Much tougher to react to the run when it's a delayed quarterback run. And you see the results of first down for Grissom, and you can see Foss he's a little gimpy right now. I think he got a nice Charlie horse on one of those tackles, and he's not moving as well as he was earlier.
He's taken a lot of pounding tonight from start to finish, and he'll rest easy tonight. That's a good pass, and out and diving close to the first down. Looks like he got it. That's going to be Stogner again, and he will pick up the Amherst first down.
And again, that's that area right around the seam that has been pretty vulnerable all night. A good job again. You can see this is just an out route by the underneath receiver, and Stogner just curls inside and picks up a nice gain.
Got another player down, and we will take the timeout here. Another Grissom player down, and we'll be back in just a moment. Sparkman leading by 14.
Hot under the collar because your basement is full of water? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong.
I'm Alan Parnell, the Parnell Insurance Agency. For 28 years, we've provided our clients in Alabama and Georgia with home, automobile, life, business insurance, and surety bonds. Our Oxford personal line staff is Michelle, Christy, Elisa, and Ty. Our Oxford administrative staff is Alan, Amber, Carrie, and Ty. We invite you to come to one of our offices in Oxford, Alabama, or Tallapoosa, Georgia, and discuss your insurance needs with one of our insurance.
Back under pressure once again is Foss, and wrapping him up. Once again, number 13, Vickery, who has been all over this football field tonight.
Well, you know, I mean, the same script for Sparkman: bring pressure, play man coverage behind it, and Grissom just has not been able to find a consistent answer for it.
2nd down and 10, just inside the 40-yard line. Foss operates from the shotgun. Snap, he wasn't ready for it. Now can't get back on it. And as he's limping so bad he can't get back there, he's cramped up, and the recovery goes to Sparkman. You saw, Coach, he just really couldn't accelerate to go get the football, and Sparkman's going to recover it and take over with 2:57 left.
Yeah, he started to. You could see the gear was just not there, and I think the snap surprised him. It got to him before he was ready, and as you can see, he just cannot accelerate. And but I tell you who can, number 11, Tyus Clemens. He can accelerate. He saw that football, and he jumped on it.
Another big turnover, and that Sparkman defense has put the offense in an opportunity to kind of put this baby away with 2:57 remaining.
Well, I think that's at least the fourth turnover, and you certainly can't win football games when that happens.
Sawyer comes to the right side, and he'll be tracked down and dropped. He'll lose a few yards, but that clock will roll here with 2:45 left.
Yeah, good defense again by Grissom. They've bottled up that young man really overall pretty well tonight. He's hurt them with some runs in the red zone in particular. Got loose a few times, but the defense for Grissom has not played a bad football game.
They have played exceptional. Again, like you said earlier, been put in a lot of bad positions with short fields to work with. And Sparkman has taken advantage of those. Another short run up the middle. And with 2:12 remaining, looks like a timeout has been called on the field here. We'll try to preserve the clock a little bit.
Yeah, and Grissom had 2 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now.
Grissom Barring a major comeback here, will fall to 1-2. Sparkman would improve to 2-2. As we have this final 2 minutes and 12 seconds left.
You know, as we look at that man right there, I think it's interesting to. This is, you know, he's been a Sparkman 4 years, 20-15. I think that's the best percentage record that a coach has had at ex-Sparkman. Lost to Hoover, 21-3 in the first round of the playoffs in 2019. Just a real solid, really great ball coach. Won 68 and 45, 2 state championships at Tanner, and really they've had success with him that they really had never had before at Sparkman.
You know, and I think that 21-3 loss to Hoover really proved a lot to his team because, as he said, we competed in that game.
Yeah.
And they were right there with Hoover for a large portion of that football game. And, again, the Bucks get the win. But I think at that point, more and more starting to buy into what Coach LaRon White is doing at Sparkman. As right now he leads by 14 here in the final minutes of this Thursday night game with Grissom, and a good stop by that defense. Once again, you got to give credit to Curry as he has found his way into the backfield for a big stop again.
Yeah, I read the speed sweep came up from his safety position and was unblocked, made a sure tackle, and that's exactly what a safety is supposed to do.
Moving that clock along, facing 3rd down and 9. Sparkman try to, actually after that last play, drops it back to more of 3rd and looks like 4th and 14. And they're going to switch it back and punt. That's what it is, 4th and 14. They'll go from the punt formation, and it's going to be Schomburg. He'll try to pooch it deep. And I don't think that was exactly the way he planned it, but we'll get another look at Foss for Grissom as he'll come out with 1:18 left and take over the offense.
Yeah, I'm not real sure how it got there, but the ball ended up on the track. So
yeah, so it's going to be last effort here for this Grissom offense. See if they can get something going offensively and see if they can make something happen. Hey, don't forget next Thursday night, good ball game there. Mountain Brook, they won 51-0 last Friday against Woodlawn. They will be taking on Shades Valley's had a tough early season schedule. Those two will square off next Thursday, 7 o'clock right here on WOTM. Coach and I will join you for that one as the Mounties take on the Spartans. So Ron White there.
Well, I would think that the Sparkman coverage will loosen a little bit. The thing they don't want to do is give up anything that'll be a lightning strike. That'll get 7 in a hurry. With 1:18 left, they can afford to give up yardage in 10, 12-yard chunks. They just don't want to give up a big one.
1st down and 10. They will drop back in coverage, but that 4-man front still getting pressure on Foss. He rolls out. He's going to step out of bounds. And wants a flag there out of bounds. Not going to get that, but that'll stop the clock with 1:11 left.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a good bit of frustration on the Grissom side when they look at this film. Been a lot of this tonight, but for example, that time just a 4-man rush, but Henry Roundtree, the left side offensive line, outside linebacker, came scot-free. Nobody even attempted to block him. 5 blockers for 4 defenders, and still a busted assignment. They'll work hard to get that corrected.
2nd down, about 5. High snap over the quarterback's head. He goes back, tries to get on it this time, and Foss is able to fall on it back at the 19-yard line. But another big loss on the play for the Tigers. The snap was just airmail. There's nothing he can do there.
And I tell you, you say, well, how can some of that kind of stuff happen? Well, I can tell you, those big nose guards have been working on the Grissom Center all night, and sometimes that'll be the result.
And Foss frustrated as he comes to the sideline here with 1:04 remaining. And we'll see what happens here. Down by 14 again with only 64 ticks. And, you know, Coach, we don't say it enough, but our guys running these cameras, man, they get some incredible shots and do just an awesome job each and every Thursday night. We get a chance to watch these guys do it. And again, great shots tonight here at Milton Frank Stadium.
Yeah, they really do, Tommy. Vincent and his guys always do a first-rate job, and I mean, they tell the story. I mean, they let the folks see what happens, and over the years they've gotten some incredible shots that tell exactly what's happening.
So into the game, number 16, Torrey Foss. He is a sophomore. They'll bring him in at quarterback. As 3rd and 28. And Torrey Foss will operate from the shotgun here. He'll take it, drop back, looking, throws it across the middle. Catch is made to the 25-yard line, 30-yard line, and bouncing it out near the 35-yard line is going to be Hunt. Just dropped it off, and Hunt able to get some positive yardage there. Going to set up a 4th down, but the younger Foss knows what to do with it, just drops it off in a good one-handed grab.
Yeah, they run a little shallow route underneath that coverage that's dropping, and when you get it to a good receiver that has some speed, sometimes he can turn it into something special, and that time a very nice gain. 4th and 12, certainly not what you want on 4th down, but got a chance to be makeable.
So we cut that down in distance in half, and now on 4th down, high snap, able to get it, steps back, throws it, and going to be incomplete. Had to get rid of it there. The high snap again threw everything off. And it's going to be on 4th down, and Sparkman can come out and take a knee and get things finished here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that young Mr. Foss was quite aware of the down and distance right there. And of course, the snap turned him around in a 360. That's not your normal quarterback drop, and just not able to get the completion. Just a night of frustration for the Tigers, but great effort by the Sparkman defense.
Again, we're looking at a 28-14 game here, and if WOTM is not part of your provider's channel lineup, you need to take the time and call and request that they add WOTM, your cable provider, and say, hey, we need to make sure we get an opportunity to have WOTM on our channel lineup and be able to check out all the sports and all the championships and Thursday night football games throughout this season. Handoff up the middle there. Gain of a couple of yards. And that will run the clock inside 40 seconds. So Sparkman going to get the win to go to 2-2 on the year, as they will get the W in that region column, more importantly, right now.
And start building that momentum, which is so important.
We'll hand it off again, bouncing it to the left side, staying in bounds. And being brought down is going to be Spencer, as he'll get the carry there.
And that'll do it.
And that will be the final snap of this ball game, as they let the clock hit triple zeros. And Karan White, win number 21 as leader of the Sparkman Senators. They get a 28-14 lead over Grissom here at Milton Frank Stadium. Again, a great effort, especially defensively. We thought offensively we'd see both teams make some plays, and Sparkman creates turnovers in the first half, and it leads to touchdowns. And Sparkman with a big win, 28-14 tonight, as they move to 2-2 on the year. We'll see you next Thursday night right here on WOTM with more high school football presented by Ox Foundation.